welcome in. This is Rob the Man Media, baby. Back with another live, man. Y'all already know why I push the live back. If you don't know, I was watching, Coach Prime doing his weekly conference. So, hey, that's why your boy had to push the live back, man. You know how to get some more intel, some more insight on some things. But hey, if you watch that press conference, you already know. Travis, will play as long as his win and everything checks out. So for me, I got a 75-25% that Travis will play this weekend. Um, when it comes to Alto, if you guys didn't watch, Coach Prime came out and said that you should see Alto this weekend. We're gonna see how many carries he gets. We're gonna see, how much they utilize Alto this weekend. But hey, y'all got the answers that y'all wanted. That's why I pushed the live back to make sure y'all could tune in and really get to see, what Coach Prime had to say this week and go live right after. So, hey, my boy Mata want to hit that dance on him, baby. Want to hit that dance on him. That boy Mata get right. He said, hey, man, Coach, I don't miss. I got to hit my dance now. I don't miss, baby. So, hey, shout out to him. But, man, let's get right into it, man. We're talking about Stanford this week. Man, we got Stanford in 3 days? Friday, man. Friday night. Another night game, man, for Colorado. So, looking at the Stanford team, right? They're averaging 19 points this year, but they're giving up 34 points a game. Man, if this should be, man, you look at that, right? They averaging 19 points and giving up 34 points a game. On third downs, they're 41%. So what that means, right, is if you can get them in negative plays first and second down, you got a chance to get them off the field. If you get them into a third and short, they're capitalizing. They are capitalizing on those third and shorts because they're going to run the ball. One thing that you got to look at about the Stanford team, they are looking to come out and play smash mouth football, run the ball. I expect nothing but them to run the ball this weekend. Don't try to pass the ball. Don't try to come out and do anything cute, but come out and play smash mouth football because I know they're looking at our line and the size of their offensive line, and they're thinking, oh, man, we're finna come dominate Colorado's offensive line. Man. So, they do use two quarterbacks, right? Number 8 and number 14. They use both of them a lot. If you see number 8 in the game, number 8 is their running quarterback. All right, they're gonna use a lot of RPOs. They're gonna use quarterback power, jet sweeps. They're gonna use a lot of creative things to get their running backs going, to get their wide receivers. And don't be mind if you see a tight end on a jet sweep. They're gonna use any and everybody. They don't care if you have ability to run the ball. They're gonna put the ball in your hands to run that thing. So yes, Stanford does use both quarterbacks, number 8 and 14. Number 8 is the better runner out of the two QBs. But, hey, you got to be prepared for everything that Stanford's going to try to do. Like I said, they want to run the ball. They want to run a lot of RPOs out of it. And they definitely going to run a lot of jet sweeps, whether it be at a tight end, whether it be a wide receiver, whether it be a running back. Shoot, they might put in both quarterbacks. You got to be prepared, man. You got to be prepared. Now, I will say this. When you look at Stanford, right, they're going to run a lot of 2 to 3 tight ends out there at a time with one wide receiver and a running back because they feel like, hey, you're going to have to come out here and you're going to have to stop it. With that being said, their tight end, number 84, he's their leading wide receiver. So it goes to show you that they're not afraid to throw to them big tight ends. This game, I expect CU, to come out with a lot of 50 fronts. What I mean by 50 fronts is a five down lineman. So we'll get into that tomorrow on CU's part of what I expect from CU, how I expect them to lay out this game. But right now, man, when you look at this game against Stanford, what they're looking to execute is they're looking to put 2 and 3 tight ends and just play smash mouth football and run that thing down your throat. So you got to turn them into a passing team. Now, they do got some solid wide receivers on the outside that can catch. They wide receivers are big. They are, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", wide receivers out there, on the outside. So you got to be mindful of that. But I expect you to run a lot of 50 fronts against this offense. Now, defense. We got another defensive team that run the 3-3-5, and y'all know the 3-3-5 gives CU problems. So you're always going to see three down linemen. That fourth one is either going to be standing up, handing the dirt, outside linebacker, but they run a lot of 3-3-5. So expect a lot of multiple fronts out of Stanford. But their defense don't have a lot of foot speed. They're not really fast on the back end. So if you break through and get to the second and third level, you got a chance to hit that thing for a touchdown because they don't have a lot of speed in that secondary. So those are the things that you got to really look out for in the secondary. Now the D line does create pressure, just to let you know. So they do got a good defensive line. They control the line of scrimmage that will create pressure. The defense does give up a lot of explosive plays. And the reason why they give up a lot of explosive plays is because they do play a lot of zone on the back end. They just expect their D line to get to the quarterback. So with that being said, they play a lot of zone. They don't play a lot of man in this situation. So those are some of the things that you got to look at on their defenses. You're going to see a lot of 3-3-5. Their defensive line creating a lot of pressure, but they're giving up a lot of explosive plays. So what do we do when we see this zone defense and hitting those seams? So hitting the seams against Stanford, they will give up those big time plays. So it's going to be interesting to see, what Colorado comes out with offensive wise, but we're going to talk about it all tomorrow. We just give you the rundown, the basis of what to expect out of Stanford and the things that you should be looking out for. Special teams, because I got to talk about special teams. They have a kicker with a strong leg, but he's kind of like Feely. He will miss kicks. He will miss field goals. When you look at the Arizona game, he missed 2 or 3 field goals where they could have beat Arizona. So you can't take this team lightly because they're going to kick those threes. They're not going to try to shoot for the sevens. If they get in the range of their kicker, they're going to look to kick that field goal. He does have a strong leg, but he is not very accurate. So keep that in mind. They don't mind kicking field goals 6, 7 times, 8 times, if that's what it takes to win the game. But they do miss a lot of field goals. Yes. Now, when you talk about Stanford's running backs, they use a multitude of running backs. Number 2, Casey Irvin. And then Dallas Cowboys, Coach Prime ex teammate. His son is on Stanford, E.J. Smith. So if you don't know who E.J. Smith is, right, he's the former running back son to the Dallas Cowboys, and Arizona Cardinals. So keep that in mind, man. So they do got some one of Coach Prime ex-teammates son on a roster. He is number 22. So you will see him get some carries, but hey, we here, we there. So that's just some of the breakdowns that I've seen from Stanford. Offense, defensive wise, expect them to pressure with a 4. Don't expect them to blitz a lot, but they do change what forward coming a lot. In the 3-3-5, they give up a lot of explosive plays. They do play a lot of zone. Don't expect to see a lot of man. Yes, Emmitt Smith Jr. Yes, his dad is Emmitt Smith. If you don't know, but yes, expect a lot from their defense to be a lot of zone. Don't expect a lot of man in that situation. If you want to come up, you want to talk, pull up. The link's already pinned if you didn't see. But I'm going to drop another link for you guys. Pull up. Let me hear what your thoughts is, what you expect from Stanford, things like that. I will be getting on Colorado tomorrow. My expectation for Colorado versus Stanford and things like that. Do you think Colorado is going to go after Craig Sleek? He's from Venice. He just decommitted from Charlotte. To give you the answer right now, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say yes or no in that situation. I don't know. What I will say, with us having ties to Venice, anything is possible. With the possibility of Coach Nick at Venice, possibly being on the coaching, being some part of Colorado staff next year, anything is possible, right? Because he's gonna want his guys that from Venice to be on this team at Colorado. So anything is possible, but I if I had to put my money in right now, I doubt he will, just based upon the offers that he has right now. So uh just think about that, and I'll say that. But if you want to pull up, give your thoughts, man, go ahead and pull up, man. I just want to hear what you got to say. Don't be afraid, man. You ain't gotta hide in the chat. We just here having a good time, man. We talking Stanford versus CU, and we're gonna get into some more topics later on in the segment in hours. But yeah, I just want to come. Don't be afraid to pull up. You ain't gotta hide in the chat. I am answering all questions right now. So if you got a question in the chat, man, go ahead and post your question. I will be answering them. If you'd like to leave a donation, you can. The Cash App is down below. You can hit the Cash App. Do you think it's possible Tyler Brown may move to center next year if they get bigger guards in the portal? Tyler is a NFL center type. I don't believe they will move him to center just because of Van Wells. Van Wells is going to get bigger in the offseason, right? They're going to put him on the program to get him bigger, to get him ready to go physically for next year. And one more year under Coach Mo is going to do him some real justice for Van Wells. I actually like Van Wells. I don't think they should, move Van Wells or Tyler Brown in that situation. Tyler Brown is our strongest guard. We are going to bring in some offensive linemen. We got a lot. We got a lot of people calling. A lot of people calling this from other schools calling. Hey, if I jump in the portal, do you think y'all would take me? So those phone calls are being made. I can tell you that 1,000% that those are being called. But moving Tyler Brown to center, I don't think it would benefit because he can always move to center at the NFL level, but I don't think it benefits him moving to center in college. Drop those questions while y'all got me, because once somebody pull up, once the panel pull up, man, I probably won't be answering a lot of questions from the chat. So, hey, ask your questions now, and they will get received. But the panel will be pulling up here soon, trying to give everybody opportunity before the panel starts to pull up to answer all questions right now. So if you got questions, let me know, pull them up, man, and let's get this thing rocking. Like I said, the panel will be pulling up here in just a minute. I'm just trying to get the floor open to everybody else that's normally not on the panel to come up, ask any questions, come up on the channel. This is your time to shine. Don't be afraid. You don't gotta be on camera.
And
Okay.
where everybody at? Where everybody at?
The panel gonna be pulling.
Everybody at?
The panel gonna be pulling up here soon, man. I'm just trying to give everybody the opportunity, to get an expectation, what they expect.
Yeah. So I see they say Alto is back. So is they like do they I ain't watch the press conference. So like is Coach Brian saying like he gonna start or he just gonna like move him in with Hank?
So what Coach Prime basically said, expect to see Alto this week. He didn't
Mm,
give how many carries he gonna get, if he gonna
yeah,
start. I don't expect him to start. I expect him to start Hankerson, but I do
yeah.
expect him to be that second back or third back, the way they're talking. So we gonna
Mm.
see.
Yeah, I see the only problem with Hank when he dropped that pass, that pass could have been a pick. That's his only problem. He just needed to get a little bit better in the catching area. That's the only problem. He can catch. It's just the contact from the back that got him. But it happens. But yeah, just a little better catching. I'd say like practice catching this week for real. I'm saying he gonna need that for sure. For UCLA and all them teams,
Yep.
gotta be a dual threat.
Do you think Tyler Brown will be able to top plays this year?
Oh no, he probably not going to play. He probably not going to play this year. He probably better than half of those players, but he just can't play. So
Yeah.
you can't really do nothing about that. That's like saying, that's like saying I got
I mean,
somebody
anything
right
is
now.
possible. It's all based upon the
Yeah,
NCAA. NCAA can change their mind at any freaking second of the matter. I don't think that he's gonna play this year. You know what I'm
yeah, I don't
saying?
think so
But
either.
to be honest with you, anything is possible, and that's where we gotta look at. What is the mindset of this week after Coach Prime been preaching?
Mm,
I would say the
mindset.
mindset of the team is just being focused right now. Being focused, getting their mind right, because it's gonna be a physical game. It is going
Yeah,
to be a physical game against Stanford. If you think it ain't gonna be physical, you are crazy. Shout
yeah,
out
it
to
is
the
on the
members
ball.
in the building. Shout out to Miss Jennifer. I appreciate you. If you don't know, pull up on Miss Jennifer. She does have a business for everything that you need inside of your home. Comes to cleaning supplies, candles, decorations, things like that, man. Just pull up on Miss Jennifer. She gonna drop that website here in just a minute. But pull up on Miss Jennifer, man. She got the website for everything you need. What do you believe Stanford strengths are? So Stanford strengths are up there, offensive line and tight ends for sure. That's one big strength of them. From the offensive line to the defensive line, that's their two strong points. So that's always been Stanford's strong points is the trenches. Um, but once they get from behind, it's hard for them to come back into a game. So Stanford's one of them teams where you have to get up on them. You can't let them be ahead because they are going to run, and pound that thing on you. So hey, you better be ready. Hey, Rowdy Man Media, I would like a breakdown of the team and that you are right about. So you getting offensive line and defensive line. I would like for your breakdown of the team where you are about. So breakdown of CU will be tomorrow. I can tell you that. So each week I always do a breakdown of the opposing team, and then I do a breakdown of Colorado separate days. I don't do both in the same day. I do breakdown on both sides. But today we're talking about Stanford and breakdown of Stanford. Uh, why do why do people hate on black folks? They don't root for Dion. Um, oh, how do I want to attack this? I'm trying not to be political in this situation. Uh, I like your question, but I'm trying not to be political of why people hate on black folks that don't root for Dion. I'm not gonna say people.
Can I answer that? Or
Yeah,
you
go
want
ahead,
to?
bro.
Okay, why black folks? It's not hate. It's just that the black folks that don't agree with his whole analogy of how he runs his team, they just come off as bitter and it's distasteful. And it's basically you putting out your own brother. It's like when we supposed to be building each other up, you got some media pressers, some entertainers that's bringing him down, wishing death upon his kids, mocking him because he lost his toes. It's like, all right, you're getting personal now. So I wouldn't say it's other black people hating the black folk that don't agree with Prime, but it's just like the ones that don't agree with Prime, they have a lot of hate in their heart for him
I
for
mean,
no apparent reason.
you would take it in different ways and let it really back right. When you ask like, why do and I'm paraphrasing right what the question was. Why do people hate black folks that don't root for Dion? Just because you're a certain race don't mean you have to root for a certain person, right? Nobody's ever going to agree 1,000% with every person, right? Um, you'll be surprised at some of the comments and some of the remarks that people that I get, right? Just having this platform and doing this every day. Not everybody agrees with what I say, which I don't want them to, right? But you can't you can't live your life off of what somebody else think or how somebody else feel, because everybody gonna have their own opinion. Everybody's gonna feel a certain way. Everybody's gonna believe in whatever they believe in, and sometimes people insecurity of their self makes them not like Coach Prime, makes them not like Dion Sanders, and so those are the things that you gotta look at. A lot of these things that happen is because they see that they're not confident in themselves, so they want to shoot something else down to give their type of opinion or feel some type of way. So there's a lot of hateful people out here. There's a lot of bitter people out here in the world, a lot of spiteful people out here in the world, but you can't get caught up in those type of things because they don't agree or they don't feel the way you feel. There's a lot of great things that Deion Sanders has done that a lot of people don't shed light on too, because they don't see that part. All they want to see is what they want to see. A lot of people got blinders on, and so when you do great things, when you produce great things, they never want to give you praise. All they want to do is give you hatred when you do one bad thing or something that they don't like. So your expectations of how you feel about something versus somebody's expectation of other things may have you feeling insecure. And so those are things you got to look at. Not everybody's 1,000% gonna agree with you, and you don't want that, right? You want dialogue. You want people to be, better than what they are. But that's not the way the world is set up to be. There's still, racism going on. You may not believe it, but it's still going on, in America. And so you're gonna have people that just have a one-side opinion of, we don't care how successful you can go out there and win a national championship. They're gonna still have something negative to say, about Coach Prime, and that's just the way it is. Um, you're gonna support what you support, and that's the bottom line, right? You either can say you're not gonna support or you're gonna support. It's one or the other, right? There ain't no in between. You're one side of the fence or the other. So,
Okay,
um,
I could give you another analogy, right? With Shador and his showing a watch thing. When other people did it, when Oregon did it, wasn't a problem. When his team wins and he does his celebration, mind you, he did it first. His dad said he'd been doing it since high school. It's just now because they're on a bigger platform that a lot of people are picking up onto it, and now you got all these top athletes, Devontae Adams, you got NBA players, you got entertainers, whatever. Everyone's doing it. But when he did it at ASU, they were one throwing water bottles at him, calling him out his name, and you know what I'm saying, and all types of stuff that we're not gonna hear because we're not at the game. But it's just like when they do it, it's not an issue. When he returns the favor, he's the villain. Oh, he's a suburban kid that needs to stay in his place. Like, not everyone's gonna like you, so you just gotta keep living your life, man.
so to answer your question, Stanford used both of their quarterbacks, number 8 and number 14. So they use two quarterbacks. They don't really have like one set quarterback.
They,
Yes, I do agree. I wish, the NCAA would change the ruling on Tyler Brown, just like they did for North Carolina, for sure. Do you think Travis is getting some reps this week? It's all going to depend on, how he looks at practice this week. I mean, this week. What um what type of shape he's in, right? Because what Coach Prime don't want him to do is be a liability out there on the field because he's not in game shape. Coach Prime ain't gonna risk it. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Coach Prime is not gonna risk putting Travis Hunter out there if he's not in the right type of shape. I will 1,000% tell you that right now. So you can't expect that. Anytime, Miss Jennifer. Anytime. Thank you for Miss Jennifer for always supporting the channel. That's what I would say. Thank you. Same question. Do you think Travis is playing this week? I already answered that. Next topic. The hard questions early. Simple people have a small mindset. You can go ahead, Zion. I'm just going through the chat, just answering everybody's questions right
Oh no,
now.
I'm looking at the chat too. Don't pay me no attention, bro. I'm reading the chat too, just like you.
But they can't get mad. They called that man overrated, and then he showed his watch. He wasn't gonna do it at first, but they called him
They were
overrated,
yelling,
and he
yo,
lost.
KV. They were yelling racial slurs at the man and throwing water bottles, bro.
Yeah, I know that too. But dang,
So when he does it after his team wins, oh, he's the bad person. Oh, he's distasteful. Like how?
I don't know. He was talking about because Garrett Wilson did, I guess, and they talking about he mocking him. Oh my god! Like no, he
Hey,
just doing the
Eileen,
dance.
I don't wish him bad at all, but let's be real. If Dion is a recruiter, he lacks the football IQ to be a main coach. Hey, Eileen, you a troll, bro. If me
Yeah,
personally, if this is my channel, I'll wipe your nose.
Oh man, I am late, but he
go to
asked a question
sleep,
in the
dog.
press conference.
Take a nap.
Uh, it's also disappointing that it's week 7, and it seems like the running backs and Coach Prime ain't on the same page. But hello, everyone.
Rob, Eileen said, Dion is a recruiter and a preacher. He is not a football mind. He lacks the football IQ to be a main coach.
I'm gonna get there, man. Hey, man, you don't gotta. Some people you don't gotta give attention to, man. Like let's just be real.
Yeah, some people got the IQ of a squirrel. Jesus Christ.
What I would say to this, right? We are 4-2, but we have no football IQ. So we have some things we just got to make it make sense, right? In the situation, you can't blame everything on Coach Prime. You can't blame everything on the coach. At some point, right, the players got to execute what's being put out there, right or wrong. And so to say somebody doesn't have football IQ is crazy. That has a Hall of Fame jacket, has a winning record as a football coach, but the man has no IQ.
And the best DB to ever play the pro sport game.
The man, if you didn't have any, so basically, right?
Oh
And
my.
this is not to take it any wrong, right? If Coach Prime didn't have any football IQ, how could we hire the coaching staff that we hired if he has no football IQ? Like, come on, man. We gotta some things, man. Logics and what we're saying, man. We come on, baby. Come on, man.
Coach flopping in multiple games, fundamental errors, yet he doesn't have the wherewithal to manage his coordinators. Oh my gosh.
So
Hey,
listen. I'm gonna say this, right?
you hurt my head, bro.
I'm gonna say this, and I just want to keep this to a minimum, right? The man, J-Dot, thank you. That's the point I was going to go to. The man has only lost 9 games from high school to college. 9 games, but the man don't have no IQ. Do you know how hard it is to go out and win a football game? Because I promise you, the person that's making this statement, right? And that's why I didn't put the comment up there or anything like that, because I know they're looking for some shine right now. They're looking for some clout right now.
Oh yeah,
They ain't
Eileen
gonna
looking
get it
for
from
clout.
Yeah, they just talking, bro.
Eileen looking for clout.
What I'm gonna tell you in this situation is what Coach Prime has done as a coach, as a father. A lot of people
He's not a good coach,
should be praising.
but they say he has no football IQ.
You probably not seeing the comments because one of my moderators probably already took care of it.
Oh no. Eileen's still on there, bro. Unless they wiped his nose.
But bro, this is not Zion's show. Chill out, dog.
This is not my show, bro. I just
Zion,
co-host
so
his
stop
job.
playing, bro.
Who? Oh.
Yo, why they be doing you like that, bro? Just because that one dude did it, bro. It's like 3 days ago or whatever, bro.
Oh no, he was threatening the whole chat. It wasn't just
That
me.
man was wilding, bro. He said, "This is not your show." Zion, is this your show?
All right, y'all. I dropped some questions in the chat, man. Like I said, man, we finna answer this. We finna answer our questions today. Since we finna answer all questions, man. Hey, come here trolling if you want to.
Zion needs to let the QB play. Damn. Coach K, what are you talking about? This is not my show. I'm letting y'all know that now. Hey, Snoop Bennis. Hey, that's crazy to say that the man don't got football IQ. And you are an FSU fan, bro.
Exactly.
So,
We take you over
I
every day.
I to go. We do score prediction. We're gonna do score predictions on Thursday, so I'm not gonna give our score prediction today because I want to go through Stanford, Colorado. Then we're gonna get score predictions. Uh,
Hey, Snoop. Exactly, Snoop.
Hello, Miss Tanisha.
Tweaking.
Hi, I need to work out, but can I ask a
Yes.
question and then I'll get off? Can you all, I haven't watched anything on Stanford, like anything. So I don't know if you all can just talk a little bit about like who they are, what they do well, just like an overview. I haven't, like I said, I've seen zero. I can't even tell you the quarterback's number.
Okay. Yes. I'll go back through.
Okay. And then
I
also,
forgot
you
to.
guys, if somebody in the chat starts saying wild stuff and they're only like adding like to one person, or they won't respond back to anybody else, they're most likely a bot. So I usually give them 2 times to do that. And then if you notice, they'll go stale because the bot gets messed up because somebody has added them. Does that make sense?
Okay. So was it a bot?
Yeah, and I think it was a bot because I tried to respond to them, and so the way, I know too much about this, I work in tech, but the way it works is if you to throw off a bot, you have to respond directly to the bot, and then it kind of gets thrown off its rhythm. Some of them are smart enough to have it when they get responded to, then they will generate an automatic response that doesn't make any sense. It's usually an attack, and that's how
Hey,
you know it's a bot.
Tanisha, another one, Wheeler Street. He added me. I don't agree that Dion can't coach. He can, but you are emotional and not objective in your response. Dion is not a top 10 coach in the Power 5 when it comes to play calling and defense and
Yeah,
etc.
I'll get
Hey
down in the
Zion,
chat, but
start
just something to
responding to them
think
people,
about.
bro.
Exactly. Don't respond to anybody, Zion, until you've seen them
Added me, bro.
at least 5 or 6 responses, then you'll know it's a real person. Because by then we will have spotted them. So don't even give them your attention.
Yes. So to answer your question, Miss Tanisha,
I'm
Stanford
gonna
is
drop off and listen.
okay.
Okay.
I'll give you just a moment. So I'll answer Miss T's question. Why do y'all think we can? What do you? What y'all think we can do to help our offensive line since we have to deal with that rest of the season? So I'll paraphrase it. I'm gonna get this question to everybody that's up here right now on the panel. What do y'all think we could do to help the offensive line since we have to deal with the rest of the season?
Put someone on the left side to chip block for the tank and pray that Reggie Washington could do better.
Yeah, that's really all we can do because the O line, they don't even try. So you need somebody that's going to actually try. If they ain't going to try, you need somebody to actually do something. Stunt their growth a little bit. So just don't let the D line just rush through. Get somebody to hit him, and then he going to stop, and he going to go. Like, either way, it's going to be too late by that time. But, because the O line don't do nothing.
Grow some. They need to grow some cojones, man. Like step up, bro. Like be physical. Like drive somebody in the ground.
It's like wide receivers playing online. It ain't working.
Do you think Auto and Smoke should come in short yardage downs?
Oh, most definitely. That's the power running game right there.
All right, so I'm gonna go back through Stanford one more time for those who just now get into the room. Offensive wise, Stanford they're gonna look to pound the ball. They're gonna run spread. They're gonna run 3 tight ends. They're gonna run the triple T. If you don't know what that is, it's 3 running backs in the backfield. So they're gonna look to run a little bit of everything. You're gonna see a lot of different formations out of Stanford. but a lot of the formations that they're gonna have is gonna be looking to run the ball. You're gonna see a lot of RPOs. You're gonna see a lot of jet sweeps out of Stanford. They will run 2 and 3 tight ends a lot. They do throw the ball. They do throw the ball, so don't take that lightly. But what I would say to you, if you see number 8 in the game, expect to see quarterback power, quarterback sweep, triple option, some type of option play with number 8 on the field. And number 14 is more of their throwing quarterback versus number 8 is more of their passing quarterback. I mean, sorry. Number 14 is more of their passing, number 8 is more of their running quarterback.
So
They,
they play two QBs.
yes, they play 2 QBs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they do have 2 running backs, number 2 and number 22. Number 2 is Casey Irvin, and number 22 is EJ Smith, which is y'all already know. I already talked about that. They tight end is their leading receiver, number 84. So if they're gonna pass to somebody in the game, they're gonna be looking for number 84, which is their top tight end. They wide receivers, 6'2", 6'3". So they tight ends touch the ball a lot. They will run a jet sweep with the tight end. So don't be afraid. They will run a jet sweep with their tight end. They will run a jet sweep with the running back. They will run a jet sweep with the receiver. So if you see somebody going in motion, you cannot be tempted to think that they're not going to get the ball because they will get the ball. When it comes to defense, they're going to run a 3-3-5. One thing that Colorado struggle with, right? It's 3-3-5. Understanding where pressure is coming from. Now, they don't have a lot of foot speed in their secondary. So they try to create a lot of pressure with their front four. And with that being said, they do give up a lot of explosive plays in the passing game. I'm going to say this again. They do give up a lot of explosive plays off of play action. So you can run an RPO. You can run a lot of play action because they will give up a lot of explosive plays. They do run a lot of zone on the back end versus man. And then when you look at their special teams, their field goal kicker is just like Feely. He has a strong leg, but he's not always accurate. So he will miss field goals. He will miss field goals a lot. So there you have it. That's the Stanford breakdown on them. If you got any questions, drop that in the chat, man. We're going to answer our questions. What up, Lawrence? Talk to us, man. How you feeling? What you think about Stanford this week?
I think for teams like that rely on the run, rely on the bulk, rely on, go 3 tight ends and of that nature, you got to put those teams down early and get them out of their comfort zone. Because what they're going to game plan to try to maximize their possessions, have long drives, and keep the ball out of Shadur's hands. So I think it's going to be key for CU to get them down early and pretty much keep the foot on the neck and play from ahead for a change. That's what I was hoping that was going to happen against ASU on the road, but it didn't turn out that way. We were able to get the win at the end, but I think at home it's going to be important for CU to step on them first and keep them down early so they can get out the comfort zone and have to throw the ball, hopefully creating turnovers and playing to the strength of our team. Because if they load up the box and run sweeps and things with the tight end and going 2 and 3 back sets, even though we know that's coming, that still isn't the strength of this team. We're underperforming on the front seven pretty much throughout the first 6 games of the year. So if we get them down early, I think that'll be a key to the game and putting them away as soon as possible.
Yes, we definitely got to force them into being a passing team. When they play from behind, they make more mistakes. We can't afford to be down early on Stanford. I would definitely agree with you on that part. Why aren't we giving Will T, McCrane, and Harden a chance at least? That's a question for Coach O'Boy. We can night and day can keep asking the same question each and every week. They just, for some reason, they don't want to give them opportunity. Whether they don't feel like they're ready, whether it's conditioning, whatever it is. That's a question of why don't the media ask Coach Prime that? That's a real question, right? There's questions that should be asked Coach Prime and on Media Day on every Tuesday that does not get asked. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I don't understand sometimes why we get up here and we talk about this, that, and the third and beat around the bush instead of asking what the real situations are. We ask about the running backs every week, but we don't never ask about the offensive line. What can we do differently? Can we give players an opportunity? We never ask about that, but we will get up there and we'll ask about the running backs week in, week out, while Otto's not playing. We'll ask about Travis. We'll get up there and ask about Kermani and all this blase, but we won't get up there and ask the real pain of the question. What can we do to fix this offensive line? And I don't understand why it's so hard to go up there and ask a simple question like that, right? And it's not to be, not to down the people that ask about, how Coach feels about Boulder, but we got more questions asked about Boulder today than we got about the offensive line. And they asked 3 questions about Boulder versus 0 questions about the offensive line. At some point, I get them asking the question about like, hey, Coach, who are you referring to when it came to talking about trying to think what the question was, because I had the question in mind. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, about the coaching staff and the players, right? Who is he directly talking to? And like Coach Prime said, you won't know, but we had a meeting. I called them out directly. They know who they are, but I'm not going to come into the media and talk about who those people are. So the coach has been put on notice. The players been put on notice. But let's ask the real questions of, Coach, what can we do to help Shedeur stay upright on his offensive line? Do you think that we could substitute some of the offensive line and see what we got? But we're not asking those questions. It's just simple questions we're not asking. But what do you think about Lawrence? Did you watch the press conference?
I just saw clips of it. I didn't watch the entire thing. I did see him say that we expect to see Alto, whatever that means. Whether, like you said, he may start, he may not, but he did say we should expect to see him. So I didn't see any other the terrible questions or anything like that. But
yeah, it was terrible. Their defense is a 3-3-5. Stanford does run a wing T.
Cedric Irvin, I do remember his dad played for Michigan State back in the day when Nick Saban was the coach. That's interesting that his son plays for Stanford. So Cedric Irvin is Michael Irvin's cousin. Cedric Irvin Jr., one of the 2 running backs that get a lot of carries. I know E.J. Smith also gets a bulk of the carries as well.
What's the wing T? The wing T is you got 3 running backs in the backfield. They all line. So if you ever watch like Air Force or Navy or Army, that's what the wing. That's kind of similar to what the wing T is. Where you got the 3 running backs in the backfield, the quarterback. They'll run at. If Mikey Harrison doesn't receive a scholarship, do you think he'll transfer to a school who will offer him one? Why does he need to transfer? I mean, he's getting NIL money, so you think that would happen? He's going to transfer because he didn't get a scholarship when he's getting NIL money? Come on, man. We got to make this make sense, dog. We got to make this make sense, baby. Go ahead, Kay.
Anybody going in the portal.
Now, I will say this. There are going to be some players going into the portal. I can tell you that for a fact. What up, J-Dog? What up, Jonas?
Dude, people ask bogus questions. Like,
Willie, I don't know. Y'all think Willie Gaines going to stay?
Mikey's fine. He's well compensated. Just because he's not on scholarship doesn't mean he's not getting taken care of.
Like, I'm saying, like, you hear me? Like, Willie Gaines. Y'all think he's staying?
He can't go nowhere.
Yeah, true. Oh, yeah, I forgot. He can't transfer.
And people like asking, this person's going to transfer. No, they're not.
He's not going to transfer twice and lose a year of eligibility.
Yeah,
I forgot that he transferred. I forgot he ain't got no more years. I forgot. But dang, Where y'all see him playing at though?
He's not. There's too much talent.
Yeah, true that.
I said that in the summertime. They told me I was a hater.
No, I knew it too. There's way too much talent in that room. Like Division I talent.
He probably should have transferred somewhere where he would get some more shine at least.
He should have just stayed at Jackson.
Yeah, that'd been smart. He would have got the ball too. He would have been number one receiver probably. Number one, number two.
Yep.
Do the Buzz fans have any
they run,
positive things to say
Rob, they
about
run a 2-4-5.
Yeah,
They
run
run
a multiple of defenses. I just said 3-3-5 because if I said 2-4-5, most people wouldn't understand what the hell is going on. Just like when I said wing T. So
yeah, they run a 2-4-5 and then like a West Coast version of the wing T. They always send like 2 receivers out.
yeah. They send that big tight end and then number 13 at times, most of the time. I was trying to keep it as PG as possible when it came to like what they run.
I know they're bad against zone blocking.
Yes.
Which is like the only thing we can do in the run game.
Yeah, we need to do a lot of zone runs this week. Honestly, I'll say this about Willie Gaines. You cannot be upset about Willie Gaines leaving JSU to come to Colorado. He actually is being more compensated being in Colorado than he would have been at Jackson State.
Yeah, he's getting a better education, better food, better living situation. Like, he's gonna get a degree that's like, not saying nothing wrong with Jackson State degree, but you know, Colorado has a little bit more weight. Might get a job offer from somebody that's an alumni.
Yeah.
It just sucked when he posted that thing and then when he just dropped that catch. Yes, that last
Yeah,
week.
I mean, there's just like, think about it. There's Jimmy, there's Xavier, there's Amarion, there's Javon. There's even Caleb. Caleb was supposed to get a start this week. And then
Caleb in a rotation right now. Caleb.
And then next year, you got to think about it. There's
Caleb gonna play this week.
Yeah, he's gonna play this week. You got to think about next year. You got AB coming in. I think AB is a day one starter.
Oh yeah, for sure. You just gonna have to show me that he ain't. Oh,
He already has the body, the weight. All he has to do is just do the right things. And his dad's an NFL player. Like, he already knows what he has to do when he comes in. And he's coming in January. And he's been training with that altitude mask on. You seen that?
Yeah.
The dude looks like
ready.
soup. Dude is built. He's the biggest receiver. If he came right now, besides Javon Antonio, he's the buffest receiver on our team.
Who that, AB?
Yep. Aaron Butler is like already college ready.
Why should he give them anything that offensive line should give him a gift? Bro, y'all is wilding in this chat right now.
Now that offensive line should be talked about every post conference.
I mean, he takes him to dinner every week. Like, you know, they just gotta be better.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, Shador's a leader, right? Because he could have easily turned on his offensive line. He could have easily turned on them. At some point, you know, you just got to scheme it better than what they're doing. We keep blaming the offensive line, but you gotta put them in a position where they're at their best. And when the only time I see the offensive line when they're at their best is when we're doing zone schemes. Zone schemes feel like that's the best option for us, you know, right now, because going head up on somebody, it ain't it. So we got to do a lot of zone scheming this week, which on film, Stanford has shown that they struggle with the zone schemes. So we definitely got to attack them in the zone runs, the stretch runs, play action. They don't like up-tempo either. They struggled in up-tempo, so definitely got to do a lot of zone blocking.
Hey, y'all seen the commit Dre Bradford? That boy is 6'5", 290.
Yeah,
oh, that boy big. We saw that. Well, 295 is 290 or 295. Jesus.
Yeah, he legit. His cousin finna commit. to
Man,
see you.
that dude a monster, boy. That dude is a monster.
I saw he played coverage too. He got a pick.
He plays tight end too.
I haven't even got into nothing for tomorrow yet for CU. Don't worry, I got a lot of stuff to say for tomorrow. I'm gonna say one more time, Shador pass is the key to a lot of these blitzing defenses. For me, when people go to blitz us, I invite people blitzing, but at the end of the day, our wide receivers still got to get open. You can blitz all you want. If you ain't getting open, it don't matter. What up, DJ?
What's happening, Rob, bro?
Not much, man. Talk to us. Got some new people on the channel, man. Let the people know who you are, man, and what's
First,
going on.
first of all, I want to say shout out to Rob, shout out to the panel, everybody in the chat. I'm actually met you through Coach Hayes' channel.
Okay.
Um, I was the one in the beginning before the season started when we was doing our donations video. Remember that? One of the first times you was on Coach Hayes.
When I did the depth chart,
Yeah.
that was the first time I was on. I did the depth chart of Colorado.
Right. Okay. I was the one that was I was the caller that called in and said even though some of the offensive linemen like playing certain positions, as of right now, they may need to be in other positions to bring out their better potential of blocking, especially in the first year of galvanizing a foundation.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason why I put in the chat that some of the guys may need to be shifted around because they are better at one-on-ones, but not at the position that they're playing. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree. You're gonna have to shuffle somebody around, right? It's needed, right? You need to send a wake up call, man. And like I said, there's offensive linemen that we don't have planned that I feel like should be playing. Just like you was on that show and I did my death chart, right? And you
Right.
seen, what you seen what everybody was saying when I was talking about the DBs and the Cormani situation, and everybody thought I was tripping. I didn't know what I was talking about. Till you see
Yeah,
it happen.
yeah.
I know that we got some offensive linemen that can go out there and produce and give us opportunity to be better and prosper to better situations, better opportunities. I just don't understand why they're not given the opportunity like everybody else is on the field at different positions. That's all.
Well, that's part of the reason why I brought up the question for a second time. Even though I'm normally in your chat, I just normally watch
Yeah.
because I honestly don't know college. Like the, we talk pros, that's different.
Yeah.
But as far as college, I don't follow it as hard, and I only been following it since prime in the HBCU realm. So
Got you.
I will honestly say that. But from what I see with the players that he do have a couple of dogs that I think need to be switched from the position that they're playing, and I think they could play better as a unit, especially missing Brown because prior to the season, they really was dependent on the power of Brown and his lateral movement. Then if you lose that key piece, now you're trying to see where to pick it up from, if that kind
Yeah.
of makes sense.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with you saying 100%.
I,
Appreciate you coming on to the show. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jedi.
I don't think he thought those linemen were going to transfer out because there's three
What you mean
linemen.
transfer out?
He had three linemen. There was another guard and a center that
Hmm.
wasn't supposed to transfer out that transferred after the spring game that they didn't want to leave. And those three linemen, one starts for FSU, one starts for UCLA. I think the other one went to A&M.
Yeah, there's definitely three of them that transfer. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Three of them that would, if they were, one of them was all Pac-12 last year. And I don't think he didn't want them to leave. but they have that little coup and they all band together and like we're all gonna leave.
I
But
I,
there's
I kind
like
of
3
disagree
linemen.
with that. I disagree with that, and I will honestly tell you why. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but as of the spring game, if you actually watch the tape, you can tell who was not ready. And those three guys that you're mentioning was definitely not ready. And the only reason,
Only one of them
and
were
the
there this
only,
game.
but the only reason why I know that is because yes, I did watch it live, but I do like the way the breakdown was, even with Chico, because he actually covered that D line and offensive line extensively on the way that they was lined up, on the way they was even getting penalties in a spring game. So the one that went to A&M, that's the only one that should have stayed. The one that went to UCLA should not have stayed. He was consistently not lining up on the line. He was leaving that gray area. And the other thing about him was he was getting penalty after penalty, even though they wasn't calling it. You could actually watch the tape and you see where he was coming off of that line too fast, and that will easily get you a penalty in the game. Right now, we only have what 78, mainly getting the penalties, and I mean he's keeping it manageable, but I I I gotta have pushback on that because those two out of those three, the one I do agree with you, the other two, I'm sorry, I got pushback on it, Pimp.
Hey, you have it.
Well, only one of them was there at the spring game, so I don't know what the other two you're talking about.
The one that went to Texas A&M, he was the one that Prime actually wanted, and actually even the young man who he wound up denying the scholarship to, but then once he looked at the tape, he wanted the young man, but the young man had already committed to USC. Those are the two players Prime actually did want. The other two, the one that went to UCLA, wasn't a keeper because of where he was lining up. If you actually watch that spring game tape, it actually shows it all. And I'm only going off of video. Video don't lie. Men lie, women lie, sometimes numbers lie, but video don't lie. Unless you
Hey,
seen something different than I seen.
no, well, definitely appreciate you coming on to the channel, man. I always love when new people come up here, get a opinion. But I'm love and peace. What's going on? Talk to me.
Hey Rob, how are you, man?
I'm good.
I was listening to the conversation earlier where the gentleman was talking about like coaching and all that stuff. My question is this: when I work for a restaurant, right? And the chef, he is the most talented, experienced, qualified person. He makes the most money there, right? The
Uh-huh.
sous chef doesn't make as much, but the chef knows how to do everything that the sous chef and everyone in his direct staff know how to do. He is an expert in those areas to be at the level of chef. He's not a C average when it comes to soups. He's not a C average when it comes to salads. He has to be B plus average in everything to understand when someone's not doing their job, pulling them to the side and saying, hey, you know what, you're not doing your job. And my question is, when it comes to Colorado, offensive and defensive coordinators, we've clearly seen them make a lot of mistakes, whether it's time management at the end of the game, play calling. You kind of get the sense that people blame the players a lot. Like Dion says, the players need to play better, the coaches need to coach better. That might be true, but in the last couple games, I've seen these players play their asses off, but it seems like they're not put in a position to succeed by the play calling. You've seen that, like the play calling is huge. Like and a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you didn't see whether he ran the wrong route." Okay, you don't see that angle, but it kind of seems like their offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, they're not playing at the they're not coaching at a top level. And my question is, when does Dion become responsible for, bringing them in and saying, "Hey, you need to make changes"? It seems like he's just letting them do what they want to do. So does that make him a good coach or a bad coach?
So from your, go ahead, Jada.
I can say the defense coordinator is not the person you should be pointing the finger at all. He's actually made the great calls. You just can't be. You have to. When all 11 have to do their job, and if one of the 11 don't do their job, it doesn't work. It's the same way on offense. Charles Kelly's called pretty much almost that last game. Everything was perfect to that last drive, and the last drive was everyone's seen it. It was his assignments. I had never seen Charles Kelly
Misses.
that crazy. Like if you watch that video, he was going off on Cooper, and they were blowing assignments.
I think
I,
if a coach, if an offensive coordinator, if the team in the last 3 games has scored 7 or under in the first half, that's a failure. And I think that's one of the reasons Dion is so upset, because he says it's the same all over again, which is they get to the end of the first half and they don't do anything. Whose failure is that? I mean, does that, like the second half, like they said, Shakur has to come back and start running the ball, taking risks,
Should do.
unnecessary risks. Like where does a coaching stand?
Can
so I'll say this, right? Coach Brown allows his assistant coach to be assistant coaches, right? He gives them the power to sub in, sub out. Where the breakdown comes in is not all the assistant coaches being on the same page. The defense offense coordinator calling a play, but the assistant coach is not putting in the right personnel for them to be successful on the plays that's being called. And that's where the major breakdown is. And that's what Coach Prime is talking about, that it has to stop. We got people that's not supposed to be in there rushing the passer on passing downs. That's on Nick Williams and Sal because of their rotation on the defensive line. And so those are the mental errors that Coach Prime keeps talking about, and that's why these timeouts keep happening because of the play that Charles Kelly is calling. He's thinking that the personnel is going to stay the same, and then last minute they're substituting personnel on a play that he didn't already sent in. So now it's like it's making like this, Charles Kelly look bad when he calling the right calls. He's calling the right calls that he should be, but the personnel isn't right because of the assistant coaches are not paying attention to what's being called on the sideline.
So that's
it,
why, and I agree with that. But my thing is, when does it become
I
Prime's?
do.
When is Prime gonna take responsibility and say it's his job to make sure his assistant coaches are in line? Like, what does he do as a head coach? Like, his
can
responsibility to make sure when the congregation is out of tune, you don't blame the individual members, you blame the pastor. Like, when does he become the chef of the kitchen? And like, when do he takes accountability? I just don't like the fact that on the press conferences, he's always like dishing out the blame to the players or the coaches or the coordinators. Like, he never says, like other great coaches would say, you know what, we need to do a better job at coaching, and I
Multiple
take
times.
responsibility over that because that's his job.
He
Other
said
than
it
that, he's
okay.
multiple
just a
times.
Can I
recruiter.
can I add to that?
Wait.
Prime,
He's literally
Prime,
said that like the last 3 press conferences.
I agree, but here's the thing that I don't think um the guys really understanding. Prime don't, even though this is Prime first year, Prime don't look at it as his first year. He even when he was at JSU, he doesn't look at it as the first year. He looks at it as the second or third year, and that's part of his problem when it comes to talking to the media on certain aspects. But on the aspect that you're talking about, actually, Rob did give you the right definition, because if you actually watch the game for the substitutions, some of their substitutions was even done late. So even that the defensive play was already called, they you had the wrong personnel in for that play that you had previously called. On the offensive side, where it normally comes, it's the play breakdown. it's mainly when they bring the house, it's a play breakdown. When they don't bring the house, you see how open the floor actually is. So I could kind of understand that question, but he has taken accountability for what these last, I want to say 4 games, but the Jay say 3 weeks, right, Jay? I,
Yeah,
Not 3 weeks.
He
The last three press conferences.
he
So
he's
since
done it in the press conferences, but he's also attacked his own team in the press conference.
right,
And
right.
I don't get it. I don't get why he made that comment about Shador and the offensive line. So
You
is it
don't you can see it
it
with your
seems
eyes.
like I can still see a JSU faction in the games. It seems like they're not unified.
Oh
You
man.
know what I'm saying? Like, does
I
Shador give back to his line? Because he's got all these millions of dollars. Is he giving back? Is he taking care of these guys? I don't even know if
the
that's
he
man
legal.
takes
so
he takes his O line out to a $300, $400 dinner
yeah.
every
He
Friday.
should. He need to take them out more. He need to take them to
How you
breakfast
gonna tell
too.
somebody what they should do?
Yeah,
Because
how
he's
you
getting
tell
sacked
him
more
what?
than anybody else in college
bruh,
football.
Well,
bruh,
obviously what he's doing don't work
I'm
then,
gonna
right?
totally be honest to you.
I'm gonna
Even
just come
prior
just
to
come
me
out and say
being
you a Jackson
recruited,
State fan.
Hold on,
e-
one at a time. Go ahead.
even with me being recruited for college prior to my military days, though the quarterback doesn't have to treat you to nothing. And I'm a running back and a DB. The running back don't have to treat them to nothing. The fullback, I can go up and down that list. So I I
But
understand
wasn't
if
that at a
this was
different
in the
time, brother? That was
pros.
before NIL, right?
No, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it
It
do.
no, it doesn't. And I'm gonna honestly tell you why. Because
Okay, why doesn't it matter if you got somebody
it
who's
doesn't matter
making
because you're
millions?
not going to do the same thing with Florida. You're not going to do the same thing with Florida State, Auburn, Crimson. You're not going to do the same
We
thing.
just
So if
talking
you're
about
not going,
one team
it
right now.
doesn't matter. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, my G. It doesn't matter if it's Shador, Double S, or another quarterback, because next you're going to say Williams need to be taking his guys out every week, and we haven't heard shiggity. So next you're going to say it's Williams, then you're going to pick another quarterback on the list, then you're going to
No,
roll to
no, I'm
another one,
only
then you're
talking
going to roll
about
to another
this
one.
team and this offensive line.
Okay,
Because
so
I see things, even with Alejandro Mata and his long
mhm.
snapper, it's like Dion is connected to these kids, and it's like they're the chosen kids, and the rest of the kids, they're not they're not in that group, and he will attack kids. And I don't understand it. I've been watching every game Colorado played. I watched every JSU game last year, and I don't understand why he doesn't just he calls kids holdovers. I don't understand why it's not just you playing for Colorado now. This is Colorado. Now Shador, I know he's holding on to the ball too long. I don't know why he can't go outside the box and just get rid of the football. But I don't know if the line is mad at him. He's mad at the line. Something is not clicking.
It doesn't seem like they're mad at each other, so I don't see where that metaphor came from.
Because
But
Dion
but
said that he went down, put his shoulder down, and no offensive lineman picked him up. So I'm like, why are you throwing these boys under the bus? You finally running the ball. That's due to your offensive line. Why are you always blaming these guys?
Hey, Claiborne, I wanted to add
what
to that. My thing is when he talked about Camardi on the press conference, I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with this, but with the comments he made about him the second time when he finally spilled the beans, I thought that was uncalled for.
I
And if
do.
you're a
I
real
do.
coach,
Yeah.
you're gonna pull him to the side and tell him and not the media, especially not in a team that has a spectacle of like the whole media in the country. You don't think that guy felt bad? That's not
Oh, hell
conducive with
yeah,
a
he
leader
felt
and a
bad.
Hold on,
coach.
hold on. So
You know what I mean?
I
Like
disagree with you on
just
this
because
situation.
he's in
I
the
I
mom
I
believes in Dion
I
doesn't mean that the kid doesn't need to
no
learn
no
but exploiting him like that. That that's
No.
abuse.
No.
He's a
He said
kid.
that's
Hold on,
He's
abuse.
hold on,
a
hold on.
true.
Hold
He's
on,
a
hold
Wait,
on,
true
wait, 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 wait,
freshman.
wait, wait, wait,
He
wait.
said
hold
that's
on.
abuse.
Did
Hold
you
on,
wait?
hold
Did
on,
you he
It
called
is
a
in front of
coach
the
Go
a
whole.
ahead,
He's
bully?
Rob.
a true
Wait.
freshman.
hold on,
Hold
hold on,
on,
Let
hold
he
on.
Rob
said it.
talk.
Let
Let
me
Rob
say
talk.
this. Let me say
Let
this.
Rob talk.
When it comes to the Kamani situation, he wasn't gonna say nothing about it, and he wasn't just talking about Kamani in the situation. So I don't like when people say he was talking about Kamani. Yes, the question was asked about Kamani, but he was talking about a number of players, and he did address it to the team. He didn't
He
just come out
said
and say that
Kamani's
before he
name.
addressed
He
it.
said
He addressed
Kamani
it to
was
the
up
team.
for Kamani. He
Rob, they
said his
asked him
name.
when is
Correct.
Kermani gonna play. He said,
Listen,
"Go to film,
listen to what I'm
go to
saying.
the
Listen to
Kamani
what
film."
I'm saying.
Kamani has
The
played
week
special
before,
teams. He playing all he. I think for coach speak, what he could have said is he's a freshman. He needs to just continue to do what he needs to do, and we're gonna
He
bring him
Yeah,
not gonna give
along.
you
but
no
here's
coach
here's hold
speak.
on, hold on.
He not
So the
gonna give you
week
no coach speak. That's the difference.
so the week before, right? He gave you the political answer, right?
Yep, he
Then
sure
the
Right,
did.
next week,
right.
y'all keep pushing, and Coach Prime gave you the political answer and left it at that. But then the next week, you gonna come back and you gonna ask the question. So now you keep trying to poke the bear. So Coach
that's
Prime,
the media. But that's the media. What do you expect, Rob?
Well, no,
but
no,
It's like
no,
Exactly.
no,
Jonas.
look
no,
what you're
no.
It's
so
like
Wait,
look
if
what
wait.
you just
Jonas
asked me though.
peed his bed and like his
But look,
mom went and told in his entire elementary classroom or middle school,
but,
he would feel bad about that.
No,
Why are you airing his
no,
dirty
bro. Wait,
laundry?
wait, wait, wait,
but
wait,
hold
wait,
on,
wait.
time out. He not Aaron. He was not just talking about Cormani. He was
He
talking about
wasn't.
several players on the team. I'm telling you this. I know
Rob,
this.
Rob, I agree with you 90% of the time. But listen. Let me
I
just add this. Let me just add this. The second time they asked him they asked him like this, Coach Prime, when can we expect Cromartie or what's with the Cromartie situation? And this is his immediate response. And he said, not verbatim, he said he needs to, when he decides, pretty much he said when he decides he needs to, he's not going to film when he decides he wants to play, when he decides that he said it directly responding to the question about Kermani. Now, like I said, Jonas, you don't agree with me, but let me ask you a question. If you peed your bed when you were 10 years old and your mom went to go tell your elementary school,
Man, that's
how
when
would that
you're a
make you feel?
kid. Talk about college, bro. Please don't give a
Okay,
metaphor
well, if you peed your
when
bed
you're
in
a
college,
Like y'all
toddler.
sit
well, how would you feel?
like y'all sit up here and advocate for these kids to get paid as adults, but
Enable them.
they won't treat them like that
Right,
in fifth grade.
right,
No,
bruh.
no.
Exactly what
They're
Jonas said, because
already getting. They're
You should have
already
been
getting paid.
advocating for them to get paid like
it
they
don't matter.
adults.
The
But
Don't
like
treat them
Jonas
NIL
like they
is
in
said,
fifth grade.
happening.
but like Jonas said, like I don't know if you guys never watch another college coaches press conference. This happens all the time.
Mario
Yeah, Nick
Cristobal just
does
did
it.
it.
It
Nick will throw
happens every
somebody under
week.
the bus.
Like I
Yeah,
don't know
Well,
what you
but
guys
we
maybe
do.
just
if
Like
talking about
I
Colorado now.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
like
well,
So
maybe
listen. We
if
are talking
Coach
about
Prime spent
Colorado.
a little bit less time selling almonds and Aflac, he should and
oh
more
my
Wow.
time
god,
working on his team. Maybe
Nah,
they'd be winning.
nah.
this dude's a
Hold on,
clown,
You
y'all.
time
wildin',
out,
He's a clown. This dude's a
You
clown.
wildin', bro.
Well,
We ain't about to do that. That's one thing we not about to do.
Bro, you wildin'. You wildin' now.
That's one thing we not about to do. Time out on that.
He probably a Jackson State fan.
No,
We ain't even about to hit. We ain't even about to go there on that part. Dog. I'm just gonna keep it real. But these situations happen all the freaking time. Mario Cristobal just blamed his team for their loss on them not telling them to take a knee. Think
okay,
about
but
their
Rob,
logic.
but Rob, here's the thing that Love and Peace really did not even really take in. First of all, out of all the college coaches, who has been over the past 4 years, because I'm gonna include the pandemic year, how many coaches have been really on their players about class and grades more than prime? Be honest. I'm talking about head coaches. You cannot point out more than five at best, and there's over 100 different colleges out there. Like this man actually asked for reports on every single player. He talked to their
thank you.
professors. Love and peace. You're my dude. I tried to like sit in the corner on it, but bruh, this man actually participates within his players' education. You cannot say that about a lot of head coaches out there. You want him to be so political.
Mm-hmm.
If a player does not go watch film, is that on the coach or is that on the player? Like, bro, I'm speaking as a former player. It
There's
was
only
on me to go watch film.
And listen, and that's why he came out and said, "We so busy lying to these kids, they don't know the truth when they're looking at it."
So I mean, you're not going to always get a political answer. This is football.
Man, keep it real with
Football
me. Keep it real with me.
it is more different than anything. Football and basketball, yes, they're physical, but you have to watch that film to actually know. Because hold on, Love and Peace didn't bring up how McConaughey be getting burnt off
We
of
gonna
the
leave that
route.
alone. We gonna
But
leave it
but
alone.
but it is what it is. It,
Yeah,
it it is what it is. But if he watched film, maybe that will help with the tools in the toolbox. Is what I'm getting at. So don't put. You cannot put everything on Prime when he's doing what he can as a head coach. He's not the one out there on the field, my dude. So you want the player to get paid. You want them to get coddled.
yeah.
How's that going to make sense across the board?
I'm a I appreciate that. I'm gonna go to Tom Rush because we got a bunch of new people in the building right now that want to have an opportunity to talk. So I'm gonna go to Tom Rose.
All right. Am I hearing the wrong thing? But didn't Prime say he needs to figure it out? The last press conference, doesn't he keep saying that?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
he does. He
Right.
does.
So if
Yeah.
you don't think Prime don't know Kamani ain't going to class, you don't think he know that? You don't think he's been telling him that? Maybe that's his way of getting to Kamani, bro. You're not gonna come in here. I'm not gonna enable you on bad behavior. Maybe I'm listening to the wrong stuff. Maybe I'm seeing the wrong stuff. But I think he's doing that. And to my man, if you got a bad sous chef, the chef can't do it all himself. Guess what he gotta do? He got to go get some better sous chefs to make his food with him. So
Well,
all that, come
Kamani
on, man.
started, so he had a chance. I'm just like, are you gonna stick with somebody or not?
There you go.
Are you just, I'm saying last week, Kamani did good. I love you, boy. The game, where Kamani? Where Money at? Bring him up here. I'm just like, man, damn. One play, coach, one series. That's
what do you
No,
mean
he
he
even
won
shot
that
out
And
game?
number
hold on. And
9.
let me say one more thing. And what's their record? Is they 1-3, 1-4? They got a winning record. Be patient. It ain't like they losing. I mean, they lost to the what? Number 10, number 8 team in the nation?
yeah. They
Man,
lost.
they
To,
want
Yeah.
they
Come
Prime to
lost
on.
to
baby
some
that.
In my
powerhouse.
Prime to
book,
baby
Oregon's
that
the
Yeah.
best
dude.
team in the nation.
They want
I mean,
Prime to
take them
baby that
losses
dude, bro.
as a chance to say, hey, build on it.
They
But
listen,
And,
bro.
Here's
Listen,
and
they
really,
want
I think
Prime to
that
baby
second
that
loss
dude.
was their best game.
They
here's
want
the
Prime to baby that dude, bro. That's what
here's
they
the
want
thank
Prime to
you.
baby that
They
dude, bro.
do. They
here's the
and that is true, Jay. They do want him to baby him,
There you go.
time is pointing out things that are like it's you you can't ask for both sides of the coin. Like you cannot.
here's the reason. Here's what's really going on, right? The media only asked that question because they knew Coach Prime was gonna keep it real and he wasn't gonna give a political answer. If you keep asking Coach Prime is gonna tell you what it is, right? And
Right.
Coach Prime was trying to protect Cormani the week before. The week after, it was just like, all right, man, if y'all gonna just keep asking me, cool. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. But I had
The
the
2 weeks
conversation.
before that. The
Yeah,
two
I
weeks
had the
before that.
conversation with him before I said this to the media. So Coach Prime ain't gonna go out and say something to the media before he say something to his team. I can tell you that 1,000%. It ain't gonna happen. So when he has addressed it with his team, nobody's caught off guard by what Coach Prime is saying in the media because he's already addressed the team about the certain situation. If you think for one instance that he didn't address Komani about that situation before he said something to the media, you're crazy.
And on
Hey,
another note, I
Rob,
think that been happened a month ago because
to
I
go
think that
off
happened around. I think that happened around the time where he didn't dress with Nebraska.
Yep.
to go off what you're saying, it sounds like some people that are up here, some of y'all have never stepped in between the lines. Some of you guys have never coached. Some players you gotta approach like that. That's actually called coaching.
Facts.
I'm not changing my way for him. I'm not. I'm
And
not
that's
changing
if
what
I
I do
expect
the
you
way
to
I do
do
it.
X, Y, and Z, and you're not doing X, Y, and Z, and we done talked about this in my office,
Man, listen, man,
I
I'm
gotta
not
figure out
changing the way
something
I
different
do
because
it.
evidently just give you the little soft talk ain't working.
Well, I'm not on that.
Richie,
Coach,
I agree with you, dog.
Coach Prime
That's
gave
exactly how it
him so many
is.
talks. Yeah, he gave him so many talks, and now you got the
I'm not changing the way I
media.
do my to make you feel good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but see, y'all don't even get why the media act. The media only asked a question about Hermione because of his Instagram posts, and if he never makes these posts, they never ask about him in those type of manners to get an answer. So
That's
that
That's
fact.
stuff is
true.
dictated by the
That's
That
fact.
is
players.
true. I didn't think
But
Like
about
there's
that.
another
That's true.
factor to it, though. It's
But there
because
is
you were a
politics. He's
five
not
star.
lying though, right? There's politics in Colorado. He's not
yeah,
lying, but that's a good point though that you made.
You were a 5 star big fish in a small pond, bro. You're just a fish in the ocean right now. Go prove yourself. And
yeah.
if you ain't gonna act like the rest of the fishes in the ocean, you're gonna get ate up. I'm not putting you out there in the ocean to get ate up. That's not,
But
especially not on an island. That's
yeah,
how it
but
is with
He
these
Rob,
white
did
people.
well against Rice though. He did. I mean, he did a damn good job. It can't be so extreme with this kid, man. Just put him in a neutral place. Don't put him. Oh, well, you
Okay,
need to go hit the portal. Oh, well, I love you, son. You part of the team, and then off with you again. It's got to be something more consistent. That's all.
okay, but
Dion's doing a lot of
how did
good
Kermani
things. He's doing
respond?
a lot of good things. He's the most exciting coach right now in college football. This is just one criticism, man. That doesn't mean that he's not
but
doing
Sarge,
an
no, no,
outstanding
no,
job.
no. But Sarge, but that's not even part of the reason why the reporters actually offered that same question,
You're
because
right. It's because of the tweet.
it
Yeah.
it is actually before the tweet, because remember, before the season even started, and when they were still practicing, what was the major headline? That it would be commodity on one side and who on the other side.
Okay, and
You're
that's
right.
not what we
What
got.
will
Get
make
over it.
y'all
Let's
think
move
that?
on.
What will make y'all think that?
The-
Because he a 5 star?
no, 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 no. It's not what make us
That's the
think
facts.
that. Wait,
What
wait,
will
wait.
make y'all think he was gonna
Wait,
come
wait.
straight out
Hold
of
on.
high school and,
He
Wait,
looked a
wait.
little
Hold
light
on,
to me,
Jay.
man. When I
No,
look
no,
at
no.
him,
one at a time, one at a time.
But Jay, and trust me, I understand where you're coming from, Jay. But that was the report that the
From the media.
fans wanted and the media wanted. They wanted Travis on one side, they wanted Kamani on the other side, and then the highlight was 21 playing safety, and that was the highlight that they was looking for. That was the storyline, I should say, that the media was looking for. And I agree with what Richie is saying. Richie is basing it off of what
I
a
coach you
player
every day.
should base it off, and the media is just a extension of the fans. That's all it is. So what what Jay is saying and what Sarge is saying and what Rob is saying actually meets up. But when you look at fans and then you add the media on top of that, it does get snowballed into the wrong snow cone, if that makes sense.
Makes sense
All
to
right.
me.
Can I ask a question?
So I'm finna go to out of my mind because you haven't talked, and then I'm gonna go to Orlando. I'm trying to give you the right opportunity to talk.
All right. All right. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I got a question. I didn't watch his press conference today. So was this brought up in the press conference, or are y'all referring to like before? Because what I want to know is if Prime ain't holding Alto back and he's not like pulling the trigger on any other position specifically, why is he specifically now pulling the trigger on Cormani? And it's not Kevin Mathis. It's not the Mathis, the position coach.
No, this is
So
that
he
old
did.
comment from like 2 weeks ago.
So he did say Alto was going to play this weekend. He did say play on Friday. He did say that.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. So if he didn't, what I'm like the conversation I just heard, it's like maybe Prime ain't the one holding Cormani back. Maybe it's Mathis.
dang.
I I would say this: the conversation got brought up, and we wasn't even talking about Kermani whatsoever. It was the more about talking about when is Coach Prime going to take accountability. That's what triggered all of this conversation start. And Coach Prime is
Facts.
taking accountability
Mm,
in the press conference, but if you don't watch the entire press conference, you don't know if he's taking accountability or not. You're just hearing what you
yeah,
want to hear on the situation. But Coach Prime
yeah.
has taken accountability of his coaching.
Yeah, I think Prime, like I heard y'all talking about I jumped in when my man was the guy who jumped off. He was like, if he doesn't do almond commercials, blah blah. I think Coach Prime has been taking accountability the entire season. You know what I mean? And taking the heat for what's going on. I think on the side, what I would like to see him do is start to pull the trigger and say, nah, I want this guy to play, even though the position coach might think differently. I would like to see him put somebody in that everybody know and been waiting to see, hit the field like Alto or Kamani and things like that. That's what I want to see.
I think those conversations happen, after the game on Saturday, Sunday's meet with his coach. Those were the times. And so there is going to be a video of what Coach Prime really said yesterday to the team that's going to come out later on today. But, and that's why Coach Prime, asked the team, like, what are you guys really paying?
Mm-hmm.
Everything here is being paid for you. We just asking for you to go out there and give effort and compete at the highest level you can compete at. And that's not what's being given. So what are you going to do to change that when you're like everything is taken care of, because you about to hit that real world? For some
No, it came out last night.
Well, no, the entire what he said did not come out.
Okay.
That's just part of it. What his entire message to the team is supposed to come out today. But that didn't drop. He didn't drop the whole message of what he really said to the team.
Girl said, why Coach Prime don't put Shiloh on blast on national TV for missing key tackles and being out of position?
Amen.
But you got
boy needs to wrap up.
But
they
here's
did
the
it
thing.
on Well Off. They did it.
But here's the thing. How can you say why Coach Prime don't put him on blast if the reporters ain't asking him about Shiloh?
Right.
Think logically about what you're asking, right? You're asking why Coach Prime don't say this, why Coach Prime don't say that. Well, the reporters ain't asking about that because they know better.
And actually, if you watch the game, he is in his son ass. He really is. Hate to curse, but he is in his son butt.
But
hey, speaking of cursing, that's the first time I seen him curse yesterday. He said, man, I'm pissed off. I've never heard him curse before.
But he okays the videos that his son put out there. So the strength coach was basically telling Shiloh, he was getting at Shiloh for getting.
He like, boy, everybody seen that.
Yeah.
But
and that stiff arm was serious, boy. That stiff arm, man.
That's like one of them Derrick Henry stiff arms.
Yeah.
But I think what a lot of people were saying about like Coach Prime needs to stand up and address all this. I don't know if you guys watched the post game presser when he was like, "You guys don't," and he said something to the extent of, "You guys don't understand how long we have meetings about these little mistakes that cost us so much."
Bro, listen,
That's
check this out.
If
you watch the end of one of those well-off videos last week, he was going off about grades.
Yep.
Somebody took grades, and guess what? A lot of them people didn't dress out Saturday, bro. They didn't play.
One thing you gotta love about Coach Prime is he will discipline players for grades not showing up to meets, and he stand on it. He stand on his business. I'm not playing you. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that.
But Rob, that's what I was trying to explain to Love and Peace, because that's the part that he was jumping over.
Yeah. But I'm Orlando. I'm sorry, man. Welcome to the channel, man. Let everybody know who you are on here and what you got.
All right, for sure. What's up, everybody? Peace and love to everybody on the panel. Shout out to all your followers, man. Thank you for putting this platform together. I've been on the channel for a little bit. Every now and then I'll jump in and say some things here and there. But I had time today to actually jump up here because I wanted to pick y'all's brain on. I watched a little bit of the conference today, and they were kind of asking me questions about some of the the shortcomings and the slow starts and different things like that. And it almost sounds like he was kind of challenging his coaches a little bit. More specifically, the offensive coordinator and kind of some of the play calls and different things like that. Now, he didn't say it like that all in one word, but that's kind of how I interpret it. So I wanted to pick y'all's brain a little bit. What do y'all think is going on here with some of the play calls, including the
he
defensive
definitely
coordinator?
alluded to certain players not getting the opportunities, bro. He
He
definitely alluded
did.
to that.
He did.
I
If you,
yeah. Go ahead.
if you want to pick my brain, I'm gonna have to say, in his first year at Colorado, he had to go get dogs that can compete, and he got a lot of aggressive dogs, and them dogs do got some egos, and so they come into every game like they gonna dominate, and not every team's just gonna lay over for you, and then they don't wake up till they realize, hey, oh, I'm really in a fist fight.
But I also will point this out. A lot of people, technically, even in the mindset of this being his first year, they are acting like this is past that first recruiting. You honestly have to think. This man put together this team with the coaches under 5 to 6 months total. Like, other than for, is it 10 or 11 players, Rob, from the previous roster?
10. 10.
10.
Okay, 10. These are all new players, so the coaches also have to figure out these players what is better scheme for them within their playbook also.
But you can't tell a dog, hey, I ain't done this before on this level. Like, I've been here, I've done that. I've scored touchdowns, I've got interceptions, I've made sacks at every team I've been at. And so it's just it's a mindset. And when you have that many new players, yeah, it does take, what are we at? 4-2. It does take 6, 7, 8 weeks to make everything gel together. Like, hey, know your role, bruh.
And but that's what I'm pointing out, because overall Vegas only gave what, 3 wins total for the year,
Yeah,
four
I
So
know, I want
last
that
some
year.
money.
so that now that leads me to my question. So as you as a Colorado fan, are you content or satisfied with how the season go?
Me or
I
Richie?
mean, I personally think that the season is actually going pretty okay. I mean, it's not. I mean, yeah, they have two losses, but overall, I mean, come on, man, 4-2,
It's
they're
going
not doing bad.
good. It's going good.
Um,
And the second loss was almost like a win. So it's going better than I thought it would go.
well, I mean, a
Me,
loss is a loss, but
I mean, me
Mm.
personally, Jay, to literally tell you, I said 8-4 whole year, me personally. So I think it's going right about where I suspected it to go. My only thing is I did have Brown blocking more, but the NCAA playing with the one running back and playing with one offensive lineman is kind of messing up where I kind of had them, especially when it comes to rushing. So overall, I I'll take it, but I'm not satisfied. No, I'm not.
But let's keep it a buck. If you would have asked me, and hey, trust me, I'm all with CU this year, and I'm born and raised a USC fan. I'm from San Diego, California. You would have asked me, gun in my head, hey, if you had us losing 2 games, yeah, it would be to the top or two top 10 schools in the nation.
Honestly, to be honest, right? What
Like,
Coach
we have the
Prime
most
done,
quality losses.
yeah, what Coach Prime done, he's done a phenomenal job, and we're going in the right direction. That's really what matters the most, right? Is this team going in the right direction, right? Recruiting's up, everything that you want to see, the morale of the team is still up. There's not a low, there's not all no drama, a lot of drama, or anything like that. So we could definitely be worse than what we are, but where we at right now, I mean, do we expect more? Yes, we do. Do we want to dominate? Yes, we do. Right. But at the end of the day, we're 4-2, and you couldn't ask for nothing better in this situation, right? You can ask for us going undefeated, but being realistic, right? If we don't have the trenches, it's hard to win games in college football. It's hard to win on the road. That's just being
All
honest.
right, but I'm gonna say this though. If he ain't happy, shit, I ain't happy.
I know. I
Right.
trust me. I'm not satisfied. If you was on here after the game, y'all know my remarks. I wasn't satisfied, right?
If he
I'm
ain't
still
happy, I
not.
ain't happy. I'm real tough.
Yeah, I'm not satisfied. For anybody that think Coach Prime satisfied with just these 4 wins, you crazy. Like,
Crazy.
So
No, heck no.
so Rob in the panel. So all right, like my man said, if he ain't happy, I ain't happy. So I know last week, I made a long comment on one of Well Off Media videos because I was getting tired of the horsing around and like the metrosexual type of innuendo jokes that they be having. And it's like y'all do all this joking, and his son is the one leading all this like innuendo joking, and then they get in the game and they don't start off. You know, they come off slow, but the whole week, every like the video is all about this like weird type of joking around, and it's like when they gonna get serious. So if how you feel about that? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they ain't always got to be serious, but do you think that plays a role in these cats not really having focus, yo? Because I think it does.
But look, that's kind of like the era they raised in. Cause like I got some little partners that I be around, and they play like kind of like gay jokes, like little funny little jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't be understanding it either. You hear me? But I guess that's the era they in. Like, you know what I'm saying? The
That's
saucy
a
jokes and the
generational
zesty
thing.
jokes and all that, the BBL jokes. Like, I don't understand it, but I guess this is the era they in, bro.
Yeah, because they are taking it serious. You can't tell they're taking it serious, but the slow starts are the main problem overall. And if that's the basis of your question, I totally agree. But past the slow starts, you can tell like who really studying their playbook to a point. You could tell, and kind of who's not. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
fact. Like Amarion Miller been in that playbook, dog.
Yeah,
He looks
but
comfortable out there too. He
Yeah,
looks
he's
so
smooth.
smooth out
He's
there.
smooth,
True
bro.
freshman.
He's
but
smooth,
but but,
partner.
but I will say this with it, especially with the talent that's in that wide receiver room, you can tell certain people are not getting their reps that they could be getting for whatever reason. Because I'm not up there with them or tracking what they're doing, but for every reason, you can honestly like pay attention to what they're doing, and either they're not fighting through the pick of the cornerback. But I will say this: the wide receivers have been getting holes since I've noticed week 2, and penalties are not being called against the other DBs. Those wide receivers are being held.
Mm. Yeah, they
Well,
missed some
nothing.
call.
Well, nothing was called on either side last week.
What's up?
Mm,
Yeah, that was
mm,
a fun game to watch. It really was.
Like,
mm.
dude, like
With
I was
them
like,
letting them
man, if I
cut.
was that
'Cause
corner, I
did
would
you
have
see
got
the arm bar? Somebody had an arm bar. I was like,
on.
what?
Yeah, on Jimmy Horn, they weren't even looking at the bar at the
That was
ball. Come on.
that's pass interference, man.
Yeah, but 14 was being held damn near every play or every other play, especially even the touchdown that he caught. I was surprised his jersey didn't pop, like literally. So I I I do think that more people are gonna get an opportunity, but they have to pull their weight on those other
Hey, I ain't lying,
responsibilities
partner.
too.
I ain't lying, partner. Coming down the backside of the season, the opportunities about to get slim.
Yeah, it really is. Because it's only gonna be so many people, especially for that Utah game, especially for that Utah game,
You know what? I don't even
and
feel
that
that threatened
Washington
about
State.
Utah this year.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. Rising might not even play, man.
who?
Um,
The quarterback,
but
Campbell.
honestly, it gun to my head, I think it turned out the way I think it would go. If they play by traditional rules, I got Colorado in the Holiday Bowl.
Hey,
If
I
they
said
can
they
get,
spoke
yeah,
bold
if they
here,
can
so I'm
win 6
happy.
games
Oh,
and
bro.
get in a bowl game, it don't really matter what bowl game they get in. They will have had a good season, in my
Well,
estimation, if
whoever
they get to a
wins the
bowl game.
Pac-12, I think goes to the playoffs. Whoever comes in second goes to the Rose Bowl, and then that leaves the runner-up in the Pac-12 to go to the Holiday Bowl. So
Yeah, but
Hey,
remember,
Rising tore
the
every ligament in his knee, so don't expect him this season.
Who?
Yeah, he's not playing. Cam Rising.
Cam Rising tore every ligament, ACL, MCL, PCL. He tore every ligament in his knee. He's not playing.
Yeah, that's like a year and a half rehab.
And he tore it in January.
Oh, you talking about Mac? Okay.
I'm not talking about Mac. I'm talking about Rising.
Yeah, for the quarterback for Utah. He
Yeah,
he got hurt in the bowl game.
yeah, he's done. He's not playing.
Okay. Okay.
I
I think
where's
with
old
the
school?
bowl, what you were saying about the bowls, if
Hey,
if,
hold on.
if
Where's old
Colorado have a
school?
good enough record, the
All right,
bowl
give me one
committee,
second.
they
Give me
oh
one
my
second.
bad. Go ahead,
Hey,
bro.
where's old school? Where's Sean at? Tell him to pull up. Go ahead, out my mind. Sorry.
Oh, Uncle Vern,
Uh,
old school. I don't know where he at.
my man was saying about the bowls. What I'm thinking is if they have a good enough record, yo, they not going no holiday bowl, my man. They going to like the next biggest bowl that's not part of the playoffs because they gonna
They're
pay
going
for
to like Peach Bowl, Orange
yeah, they
Bowl.
gonna
Peach Bowl already
You know,
offered them.
that's right. That's what I'm
the
saying. So
major
they gonna
bowls
pay for
want to offer
Colorado.
them because they bring the most views.
Views.
Yep.
They already
Definitely, man.
right now outside of the ASU game has 42 million views. The
Hey,
next closest the next closest team is like in the 20s, if I'm not mistaken, or
Yeah,
lower.
and it was because the ASU game wasn't on a big network or
It
anything like that where you could
was
see
a big
it.
network. It would
hey,
have been
hold
in the
on.
50s.
Edub says I paid money to see y'all call plays. This team wouldn't get a first down if some of y'all did.
Man, you lying. I bet you I can get him to a first down. I bet you I can get him to a first down. I have
Dog.
number 4 moss a lot of people, boy.
Hey, if they allow me to call plays, we'll be scoring touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. I promise.
Hey DJ Gemini. Hey Jonas, why DJ Gemini son?
You know why we gonna score? Because I'll substitute some of them players up out of that thing. I promise you.
I would have a heavy rotation, bro.
I
Yep.
promise you.
Bruh.
So
Yep.
we'll
Bruh.
be playing
But
all that.
I'll
I
have
think
number
that's
4
part of
just
getting
toss
into a
me.
flow. Because like, what are y'all doing with Dylan? Or what are we doing with Dylan?
If
Yep.
I listen, I would tell you this to the team. If I was coordinating right now, 69 out, 65 out,
Oh.
right guard out. Y'all already know y'all know who I'm finna put in about on that offensive line. All right, cool. Hey, we going zone run,
Yep.
smash mouth zone run all game until they figure it out. They want to blitz, cool. Play action over the top. Number 4, we finna go crazy.
See that I don't know why as low as not running the ball at least a little bit more. At least
Yo,
10% more.
I
that's
think he
true.
lacks confidence in the offensive line.
But
Well,
yo, you
they
gotta
Okay.
got
keep
Okay.
didn't
Okay.
one kid get 50 yards last week? What was his
Listen,
name?
listen. Let me ask y'all a
We've
Hankerson?
question.
been we've been averaging 50 yards, Pam.
Let me
No,
ask y'all
he
the
did it
question.
himself. One back.
Oh, Edwards.
Let me ask y'all one question. When y'all gonna get tired of hearing them say, we're gonna take all the good plays we ran from the previous week and we're gonna start running them?
He
yeah.
ain't lying. He ain't lying.
The reason I'm asking is right because the plays that we successful on is zone runs, and we can't see zone runs, right? We'll see zone run for 4 or 5 plays. We break out 10 to 12, 15 yards, and then we just go away from it. Like it just don't even work no more.
But
So
like
I'm just wondering.
the thing my man was saying, where he's wrong, it's like this: if you have issues with your offensive line, and you got these offensive linemen who are like nasties, maybe they're not good at pass blocking, but they might be decent at run blocking. You got to run the ball and get them into a groove where they can get their confidence. It's like basketball players. Once the
I
dude
agree.
start hitting layups or whatever, he getting a groove. You got to do the same thing for these linemen. You know what I mean? Give them some confidence. Let them get a pancake. Let them squabble with somebody real quick with a running play. You know what I mean? Then they can soften up that D line and they can do some pass blocking. You can't just start the game off the first drive 3-and-out with passes. And then one of those runs is up the middle with Dylan Edwards. Like that don't make sense. And
Well, I
anybody sitting on the couch can see that. You ain't
well
gotta be. Yeah, go
We're,
ahead. Go ahead.
I don't think there's
we're
a
not
person in the
keeping them.
chat
We're not
smaller
keeping them
than or
honest though.
smaller than Dylan Edwards.
No, wait. First of all, we're not keeping the defense honest, and that is what Rob was pointing out. We're not keeping the opposing defense honest. Then on top of that, we do have third down backs that we're not using. Hell, even little Charlie is and Edwards is more elusive than that. I will say that. Even Charlie is.
Man, y'all might well put Charlie Alfred up in that thing. At least he gonna try to run over somebody.
I mean, we
Hey,
have Wilt, we
Charlie on
have
that goal. Hey,
Charlie.
Charlie on that goal line would have been better than Dylan. But who am I?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't
hey,
Matt clear to play yet though?
born
Who?
and raised a Chargers
Matt
fan.
from Houston.
Yeah,
You,
he's gonna play this weekend.
Okay.
you better
They came out
use
Coach
like
Prime.
Dylan, like Darren
Oh
Sproles.
baby, old school is here. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, old
Earn
school,
in the building.
I'm about to drop the link. Old school.
But
RJ,
but
what's happening, man? I see you pop in, man. What's talk to us?
What's going on, man? I just popped in, bro. I'm gonna make a little thing to pop in every time I see y'all, man. Last night, one of my kids came in, man. I had to train them as a defensive tackle to play in that Kentucky. He popped in, pop off, but what's going on? Y'all talking about Colorado, man? Talking about the O line, man. What's going on?
Well, we was talking about Stanford. It just got to Colorado. That's all.
Y'all gonna beat Stanford by 40.
Okay. Hey, I'm ready to see Vito out there, man.
He's I talked to him a week ago. Last time I talked to him, like I said, he's happy and good spirits, you know what I'm saying? So he's hoping to get more playing time as the season go along, and he still got some eligibility left too. So he's kind of, he ain't too pressed, you know what I'm saying? So he had to, like I told y'all last night, he had the transcript issue that he had to get together. So now he's just starting to get in his groove out there, man. And I think somebody did pop on here and say it, but they do like little bro. Like he's out there going crazy. So you'll see him. So you'll see him eventually.
Yes, sir. That's what I want to hear, man. Some positivity, baby. That positivity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Hold on, why happened, Rob? Who's playing?
Vito.
Thank God. I tried to see him out there, bro.
Okay.
That boy Vito Tisdale, man. What we talking about? Oh,
Hey,
what happened?
is Travis gonna play with a restriction, or is he just set to play? He's still gonna play both sides.
He's healthy. He's healthy. He's good.
You got to buy next week. He's on a pitch count.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're not gonna put him on discount. If he gonna play, he gonna play.
He's cleared. He's cleared.
Is he still gonna play? Because he played more snaps than anybody, right?
Yeah.
Why would you have your best weapon on the bench?
But they may limit it
just to protect him when
for
they come
health
back,
wise.
get back in the groove.
Injuries happen.
For health wise, they may limit his snaps though.
What up, Coach Dre?
I don't know. I never had a severed liver, so.
Right. So they may limit his snaps.
He's cleared. He has a flak jacket.
Did y'all see the pick he made in practice?
Yeah, I seen the pick, but
So
they still doing the game.
Limited. He ain't getting limited.
He's not limited, bro. Out of mind. He's not limited. He's playing
like that. Practice. He playing, bro.
He was bowling a week after he messed up his liver, bro.
Yeah.
How you gonna hurt your liver bowling?
Hey, I wasn't gonna point that out.
Back up, man.
I said he was bowling a week after messing up his liver, bro.
And I think Shiloh was doing stuff, but he was still pissing out blood.
Hey, y'all, I don't know what old school he pulled up. I added him in, and then he just dropped. So I'm waiting for old school to
Yeah, he
back
turned
on.
his camera off, but 9 times out of 10 he hit the wrong button, Rob.
If y'all seen Travis in practice doing all that, he's playing, bro.
Yeah, he playing, man.
We're not saying he's not going to play, pimp. We're
Traditionally.
saying they may limit.
He's not doing 139 plays again this game.
They gonna get action, man.
Nah, that's a good idea. Put him on a pitch count. You got to buy Hill and have him come back all the way healthy.
Boy, play football is football, man.
Yeah, but you want him to end his career in college? Come on, pimp.
All right, y'all got it.
Y'all don't need him for Stanford, bro. Y'all gonna need that boy for UCLA, who defense looked crazy last week. Like you want him help, so put him on. They probably gonna put him. They should put him on.
I say put him on the pitch count. He's
Yeah.
gonna
But you
But
know,
play.
I mean,
look,
but honestly, what is a
I tell
pitch
you
count
this.
for Travis? That's like what, 75 plays?
Yeah,
I tell you this.
that's 75, 80 plays.
I'm
Shit.
I
gonna tell
got
you
something
this.
for y'all.
If
Oh my
Travis
god.
dress out, he ain't sitting on
Yeah,
no bench,
80
dog.
plays. 80 plays. Yeah.
Nah, they gonna have a
So
I'm
straight
look,
saying
jacket
like
out there
80
for him.
plays.
Y'all
I got
expect
a
Travis
question.
to sit on that sideline? Good luck.
I got a question for Travis.
Hey, we go up
Bruh,
17. Travis, hey, take his helmet.
Stop saying that.
Oh,
Go up
I got
17,
a
bro.
question for y'all. Let me ask you a question about Travis. When for offense, right? When do we see Travis make a straight up play? Like he catch the ball and he not trying to like do mad jukes. He just like get at it. You know what I'm saying? He get positive rack. You know what I'm saying? Yards after the catch. See, I want to see Travis catch the ball, turn up the field, and get like some positive yards instead of like trying to juke everybody. What you think about that?
But
I mean,
I'm
that's not
good.
him. Like Miller is a better route runner, right? You would say that, right?
No, you're wrong.
You wouldn't say that?
Hell no.
hey, man,
I say
Travis got
Miller and
special feet,
Mathis
dude.
is
I
a
don't know
better
what he be
route runner.
doing. It
Oh,
works.
he's in the Matrix, man. His talent is off the charts, but as far as running a route, you don't
If
think
y'all
that
want
kid can run a route better than Travis?
to Travis running
Nah,
routes, go watch Destroying.
But we
I
talking
hey,
don't
about
even I don't
yards.
even think
let's go
you
old
see.
school. Let's go
What's
old
going on,
school.
Rob? I'm sorry. What's going on, panel? I'm sorry. I'm coming in already, cutting in. I'm sorry. What's going on? What's going on, Gemini?
What's happening, pimping?
Hey, it's still going on, man. I'm just telling you.
Already.
I'm trying to get Coach Hayes' fitness together. I'm gonna have it for him Wednesday on the show.
I,
But
I
I'm do the pay. I'm a cash app him. I'm a cash app the whole 50. But I'm trying to get his fitness together, Gemini. That's why you ain't heard from me. How's everything been going?
All right,
oh
man. Old
man.
school. We've been looking for you.
Yeah, no. Hey, Rob, look here, Rob. I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, Rob, look here. I caught your show yesterday. I heard,
No, you didn't.
yeah, I heard Miss Tanisha. I heard when she spilled, when she came clear. She made herself
No,
under. Yeah,
no.
I heard that.
Old school.
Yeah.
Only Coach Hayes on her. Tanisha wasn't on her yesterday.
Now, Miss Tanisha, remember when Miss Tanisha was sitting up there? She was talking with y'all because that somebody had said something in the
She
background.
did
That
chime in, Rob. She did.
No, yesterday night. I'm talking about yesterday day show when Coach Hayes was here. Tanisha
Oh
wasn't on here.
when Coach Hayes was I on there then?
No.
no.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't see when Coach Hayes came in. I'm talking about yesterday when Tanisha had, said. Remember she had talked about her husband and she had talked about that she's seven. She's always have been a 7 and 5 girl, and she had always thought like that. And
Hey,
she
old school.
followed. So remember she wait. Listen to me because I'm talking to myself. Remember she said she followed all the sports teams and she was watching all the sports games and everything else. You understand me? Remember she mentioned that? Was that yesterday?
No, old school. It wasn't. We're talking about
Okay,
Travis Hunter. We're talking about Travis Hunter right now. How do you feel about it?
he coming back and everything goes, yeah, and he coming back. So that's a for sure win. Everything is good. So we got 2 more wins to get to that 6. Yeah. He coming back. We gonna get a win. Then after that, we're gonna get another win. Then after that, we'll get some more wins. That's the way it is. That's how I feel about it. We get right back to what we supposed to be doing, winning. Yeah.
Hey, Dre, I'm about to let old school cook, man. I gotta ask him some questions. Gotta let him cook, man. Hold on.
Hey, tell me, hey, Rob, look here, I'm gonna ask you a question, Rob. Whose show is this? I know I heard y'all discussing that too, Rob. Hey, Rob, look here. Tell them whose show this is, Rob.
It's my show. What you talking about?
That's what I'm telling you, Rob. Speak up for yourself.
What old school? What made you ask me a question like that? You know
Because
the answer
remember,
to that. You
hey,
know who
Rob,
show this is.
about 50 or 20 minutes ago, somebody said that it was Zion's show.
Yeah, they be tripping with Zion. I don't know why, man.
Hey,
He's
Rob,
worst enemy on the show right now.
Rob, let me tell you, Rob, your chat be tripping. Everybody chat be tripping, but your chat be tripping especially, Rob. I know why, but it's okay though. But it's all right. I'm letting you know I watch you, Rob.
Hey, I'm here for it.
All right. Bet.
I'm here for it. Hey, they like to get into it with Zion. It used to be Law Dog, but everybody like Law Dog now. Everybody hates Zion, so I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out.
Hey, and speaking of Loud Dog, the reason why everybody like what Loud Dog now because your show that flipped all the way from Coach Prime friends all the way down to deniers. Not from believe. Your show went from believers to non-believers. Loud Dog, and what's her name? Mr. Nisha.
Mr. Nisha. They be talking cat.
Loud Dog and Mr. Nisha.
Hey, old school. So I know you've been watching. How you
There you go.
I wanted you to talk to Sean. That's who I really wanted you to talk to, but he ain't on the show right now.
No, Sean cool. Sean cool. Yeah, Sean think like I think. Sean doing something funny in the background. He just ain't put it together. I'd already put it together. I know what it is.
Sean ain't put it together. Wait a minute.
Say I didn't put it together. What I mean about that is about this winning thing that's taking place at CU. I didn't say Colorado was gonna come in and win every game decisively like that. I said they gonna win.
You said 12-0
too. Listen to me. You said they gonna win. All they gonna do, Rob, is win. For the next couple of days on, they gonna win. They gonna ride past that 6. They gonna ride past that 7. They just gonna keep on riding, Rob. Yeah, because what's the name is back. Let's just say because Mr. Hunter is back, so you know it's gonna be on. Yeah, Rob, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Old school. Somebody in the chat said you said 12-0.
I didn't say no to God. That's what you've been accused me with that 12-0. You foreign sounding person. Evidently you don't speak English. Evidently you don't speak English. Evidently you don't speak English right. I said 11-1. And I said that because Coach Prime been going 11-1 for the last 2 years. So that's a safe bet. What'd you say, Rob?
Old school. They want to know about that Miami loss. How you feeling about that?
Well, I was glad about that. I'm glad. Hey, Rob, tell him about that. Hey, Rob, tell him about that. How did you feel about that experience when you went over there to Coach Hayes' show? How did you feel about it? What was your feeling? What was your first impression when you got over there? How did you feel the temperature over there? It was hot, wasn't it?
Oh, that thing was
hey,
on
Rob,
300.
That
thing was balling over there.
Just imagining your show being that hot about CU. Could you ever imagine us being just fighting at each other about CU like they were doing over there, Rob? And remember, Coach Hayes said he came over there to warn us so that we don't get too much to be fighting each other. Hey, don't tell you, Rob. Did you get the message, Rob?
Wait. But
old school. I don't think you noticed, but a lot of them Hurricane fans have pulled up on the
I already know. I told you. This is what I mean. You didn't notice. You didn't notice I accused you of that a long time before because I told you, look here, Coach Hayes is going to bring him over there. I just said Mr. Nisha is one of them, and I just said, what's the name? Law Dog. Law Dog is another one, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. They've been planted over here.
Yeah, but
let's wait. Let me give you an example of that right now. Listen to me. Remember when you had read that thing off of Mr. Nisha? Mr. Nisha always come up on the show anytime she wants to. But she stayed in the stands and read that off to start something with that.
Hey,
so people like that are plants, Rob. You don't get me, but you just stated it yourself. You say they all over here. They all in the chat.
They in this thing.
And look who all stays in your chat that's on your panel. So then you will see who them plants are. That's how I see them. I've been to plenty of talk shows before, Rob. I've done plenty of these.
Yeah, but old school. If you notice, as soon as Miami lost, you notice Coach Hayes' energy kind of calmed down.
Oh yeah, he did. He humbled himself. Yeah, he did. Rob noticed it too. Rob noticed it because I know Rob noticed it because Rob was over there watching it just like I was over there. Even before Robert got up off his show, let me go see what Coach Hayes doing. I bet you old school over there. And I said, yeah, when Rob came up, look here, Jimmy. When Rob came up, said, yeah, Rob, I'm over here. Do you see this stuff? Ain't that what I said, Rob, on my mama? Am I lying, Rob?
Hey, you did say that in the chat. Hey, old school, that's the most I've ever seen you like talking to somebody chat. You were really talking your talk.
Because I don't do that. I don't play that. Ask Jimmy, you know you don't never know you doing that, do you?
Bruh, when
I come in your face and tell you.
Boy, when he start, I'm telling you, he like a diesel motor.
Yeah,
Telling
because
you.
it ain't gonna stop because I can beat you with the truth. It's just like I was saying before. Remember when I was asking Coach Hayes, I was saying, Coach Hayes, look here. I know when you went back and did that apology on Coach Prime when you called him a dog and everything because you left Jackson, you and the rest of your guys did. She tried to burn you, but you didn't work, so you came around, you gave that apology. But I know that day you gave that apology, you had 27,000 people that was on your line. Right now, you working on 37. So between now and then, you just got 10,000, not even 10,000 just yet. So I watch your numbers, and I watch other people's numbers too. So I see how you shining. I see you playing over there on Miami, and then I see you coming over here on Colorado. But what happened to the Jackson State people? What happened to HBCUs? You were so godly interested in.
No, no, no. Hold on. Now, you know me. I
Go
don't
ahead,
normally
Gemini.
correct, but he did not. The main reason why he had to do the apology, he did not know all the things Prime actually bought to the school
I
on
heard
top
it.
of the equipment and on top of the scholarships. Because if you actually remember that episode,
Yeah.
I was the one who actually pointed that out to him to where me and Lady V actually started connecting on that because they did
You
not
you
know
was a
all the
you was
things
the
he bought to
confidence
JSU.
you was the confidence that he talked to that he
Hey,
spoke
old
Right.
to.
school.
Is
Old
that
school.
was that you, Gemini? Remember he said he talked to his confidence. He talked to a
No,
friend
no,
of his.
no. No. He was actually talking about all script at the time, but he
Okay,
did not bring.
I bet. I got you.
But he did not bring up all the things that Prime actually brought to the school. And when I pointed out line by line, it especially the 12 sponsorships that I personally know he brought to the school,
Yeah.
he kind of backed down. But that's part of the reason for the apology
Yeah.
because he did not know
No.
everything that Prime and his entourage actually did for the school.
Yeah, that's
He
what he
did.
stated. He
Nah,
stated
hey,
that.
hey, old school.
Go
I
ahead,
got I
Rob.
got one thing for you, man.
Go ahead.
Okay, hey man, you gotta leave my girl, Miss Tanisha, alone, dog. You gotta leave her alone, man.
Hey, look here. I'm gonna tell you something,
You
Rob. I'm
gotta
gonna
leave
tell
her
you something.
alone, dog.
Rob, when
That's
she
that's my
jumped into
girl
the
now.
look,
You gotta
Rob.
leave her
Hey,
alone,
Rob,
man.
you know she be look when she come on y'all show, she be jumping into the lions den.
You gotta leave my girl alone.
Come on,
now.
man. I'm look here. I'm not barbecue Bree Love, and I'm dang sure ain't Sean. And I'm dang sure ain't Sean, Mr. Nisha. And I wish I was Law Dog, to be honest with you.
You wish you was law, dog?
Yeah, why would you think I would say that, Rob?
I'm leaving it alone, man.
Okay, no, you don't.
Man.
Why you think I said that, Rob? Why you think I want to be Law Dog all of a sudden, dog?
Bro, you say you ain't Shine, you ain't barbecue Bree Love, bro.
No,
That did
I
it for me
ain't
right
Sean.
there.
Because I see how they.
But you rather be Law Dog.
Look. I see how she came at Sean and how she been coming. Y'all see, you ain't noticed lately how she been coming. She don't like too much like Sean like that. She like Law Dog. She don't like Sean.
Law Dog apologize. That's why you gotta apologize to Miss Tanisha. You know, Law
Hey,
Dog
look.
apologize.
Hey,
That's
look.
that.
A matter
Oh,
of
you
fact,
saying you want to be Law Dog? You gotta apologize to Miss
I'm gonna tell
Tanisha.
you something. When I saw her on the show that day, because I know you had called her up and she came back and she said that she had talked to you. I wanted to come on, but I wanted to make sure I got my business taken care of with Coach Hayes before I had talked to her. So I really didn't talk to her that day. But like I said, your show was on. She was on just the other day, so I saw that. I wanted to come on and talk to her then, but I didn't do that though. But I wanted to get to her and say, look, you know, they do care. I don't use it into the apologizing type things. I try not to find myself out of order a lot. You understand me? But I'm quite sure you wasn't offended when I had mentioned that to you about that. You know that's your business type thing. I was hoping that you really wasn't offended because I tried to state that going from the beginning. You understand me? And then it's hard to talk with people like that when you got 50 other people wanting and put and try to put a coat down. It's like, okay, Rob, look here. Say for instance, y'all outside with her and y'all walking down the street, 4 or 5 of y'all got on coats in this rain, and then you got a lot of puddles right there, but you don't want her to walk into the puddles. So y'all take y'all coat off and just put it in the puddle. You gonna keep on going until you get to the building day. None of y'all gonna have no bunch of wet coats.
Oh wow, Rob. He's saying y'all the bodyguards, pimp.
Man, y'all ain't gonna have another bunch of wet coats. Y'all gonna look stupid carrying around a bunch of wet coats. And
I
she
old
still
school,
gonna, and
old
eventually,
school.
and it's still eventually still gonna step in the rain and the water anyway. Because look what she's swimming at.
Man, this dude, man.
Wow.
Hey, Dre.
That's right. So
That
that
is
right there, Rob, that answers that question. No disrespect to her, but it's rough over there with y'all, ain't it, Rob?
rough over where with who? What?
With,
Hold on, hold on, hold
in the
on. Hey,
Lions
listen.
den, in the Lions
Hold on,
den
old
where
school.
y'all at?
Old school. Hey,
What?
listen. You can't be coming at the first ladies on the channel. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You
come
can't
out
be
to
coming at
her. If I said that wasn't her business, that wasn't her business, Rob.
I
She was out of
understand that,
order.
but you come on, old school.
No. I'm trying to be right, Joe. But well, hold on. Okay. Now I'm shy now. Now I got to be shy. Okay. No,
No, I'm
barbecue
not.
we
Listen,
love.
I'm not telling you to be shy whatsoever. But you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. No, I'm
I'm
not.
just telling you.
Like I'm
I'm
not.
just telling you.
I'm not a sexist person like that, Rob. Really, I'm cool. But I got my standards now.
Okay.
Now, if everybody going around getting in my business like that, I ain't gonna have no business. Somebody got to put their foot down. I mean, how many other people I told that it wasn't their business? Now she go ask another question. She just heard me tell 3 other people they their business. But now she go ask because why?
Man, this dude crazy, dog.
Man, come on, Rob. If that wasn't
Can
the
we
setup,
go
it
back to
was.
talking about the players and the plays? Because
Old
I don't
school.
know how we
Y'all
got
go
in
ahead,
left
man.
field, but we
Oh,
got in left field real quick.
Yeah.
old school. How
Yeah.
do you feel about the game this weekend? Stanford versus CU.
Man, another butt whooping like dude just said a little while ago, man. They gonna come
Nah,
in.
I ain't talking about what he said. I'm talking about what you said.
Hey, like dude just said a little while ago, I see a blowout. I see about 40 something. I see we went up in the 40s or maybe close to the 50s. I see Purdue having a long good day, a real good day. I see them getting past that stuff that was happening out there. I see us struggling before. I don't see us struggling too much no more. And everything. When do we get those players that's going to be coming in to the portal, Rob? That's one question. Can you actually answer me that real fast? Not going into it.
We can't do
But
nothing
what
with the
month is
portal
that?
until
I'm talking about
December.
we ain't look forward to, but what month would that be in the schedule?
December. We got to wait till December for all that.
Well, December gonna be doing the bowl tab, so that's gonna be after the conference.
Wait. What about the Michigan State players?
Yeah,
That was
when do they come?
is did they enter the portal, Rob? Did any of them
Not
enter the
officially.
portal?
Nobody don't really officially enter until after their season's over because you got 30 days.
No. They was given 30 days because the coach was fired. They was
Yeah,
given
they
30 days
can,
to hit the
but
portal.
it don't make sense because you can still finish out the season and still go into the transfer portal. So yes, they could enter
Okay.
it right now, but you can't go nowhere and play. Like if he got fired 30 days before the season, then it makes sense because they can still have opportunity to go play at a different school. But now that every school is officially student bodies and enrolled, you can't go nowhere to play. You can't even go to JUCO, or you can't even go down a level to play. So you might as well stay there and play and get some film.
So why did they make it such
A big deal. And I still
yeah.
say the same thing. I can see something like that happening, Rob. It's just your opinion it ain't gonna happen, but my opinion, I can see something like that happening.
Yeah, man.
All right. I mean,
It's a
golly,
lot of
Rob.
players when we go to that transfer portal.
Hey, Rob, I'm gonna tell you. I know this is your show, Rob. You just can't control the whole goddamn narrative all the time, Rob.
I can. It's my show. What you mean?
You take away all my hopes. You take away all my hopes and my prayers. I was praying for something. You just say, no, that ain't gonna happen because it ain't gonna happen.
Listen, old school. Listen, I'm gonna let you get off whatever you need to get off, but just don't come after my first ladies on the show. That's all.
I ain't gonna
I'll
mess
let you say whatever you want to say. Just don't come after my first
no
ladies.
I ain't gonna mess with her no more. I ain't gonna even mess with her. I ain't gonna mess with her. She ain't gonna take no. She ain't gonna say nothing to her.
Hey, old school. Hey,
Yeah.
you know the only place you can come and really talk your talk and say a lot of things and you ain't got no 2-minute timer on it is here. You know this.
Yeah, I hear you.
But just leave my first ladies alone. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? First ladies to the channel.
All right, Rob. All right. What about Law Dog? Can I get him?
Yeah, you can get on Law Dog all you want.
All right. I'm getting Law Dog.
Boy, y'all wildin'.
Hey, whatever you want to say to Law Dog, you can say whatever you like to say to Law Dog. I ain't tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? Just respect the ladies on the channel. That's all I'm asking.
I will. I ain't disrespect her, but I will continue to respect her, though. I don't think I would disrespect her, but I will continue to respect her, though. If I disrespect her, I apologize, but I don't.
Yeah, man. She just want to apologize. You know, that's it. Just apology from you.
Yeah, I apologize if she feels as though I disrespect. But she didn't say I did, so I wouldn't apologize until she tell me that I did. Because
Do you need her? You need her to come up here so you can apologize so she can,
No. Cause you be starting stuff with that, Rob.
Nah, man, I'm not starting that. I'm just saying.
Nope, Rob. I'm gonna sit back and watch how you operate. Hey, Rob, I'm gonna tell you something. This is my mother
Can we
told
talk
me.
football, bro?
My mother
Let's
told
talk
me.
football, man.
Rob,
Football. Y'all started getting personal. I don't know
Rob,
what y'all talking
Let's
about
talk football.
Rob, my mother told me
Can we
this. You
talk?
got two eyes. You
Can we talk football,
two
old school?
eyes and one mouth. So you can listen and do all that stuff. You only got one mouth. All you have to do is just be quiet and listen. So I'm gonna be quiet and listen to you, Rob. I wanted you to know that. Now let me be quiet. Go ahead, Rob.
We good. Let's talk some football, man. What y'all want to talk about?
Travis
I'm
Hunter. That's
glad
what
you
we're
back,
talking.
Zion. We gotta talk about your Packers, dog. We gotta talk about them. Don't think I forgot, dog.
Bench Jordan Love, bro.
We gotta talk about them.
Wait, hold on.
Brother.
You gonna bench the man, bro?
He trash.
Oh, now he's trash now.
He trash,
See.
bro. The man threw two picks in coverage. Like, what the fuck?
Nah.
Hey, man.
Nah, dog.
He garbage, bro.
Yeah, he a bum.
Hey, old school. How you feel about them Packers last night?
Man, y'all seen Wimby?
Eesh. I ain't old school. They got quiet on me, man.
The Packers won last night?
No, they lost.
No, they lost.
They lost to Vegas.
They just told me. Okay, yeah. Okay,
I know you up there in Milwaukee, old school. That's why I had to ask you, about them Packers.
See, the thing about with the Packers is like this. Brett Favre was not Brett Favre. Yeah, what's his name? Aaron Rodgers was my favorite player for the Packers. And now that he goes, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm missing, I ain't really missing it. It's just the fact that
So you're not gonna like the team because one man left?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Matter of fact, hey, wait. I ask you this: if Coach Prime leave Colorado tomorrow, would you still be watching Colorado? Don't be stupid.
Good follow-up question.
Boy, he wet you up this nuts, son. He wet you up this nuts.
But you still a follower of old school because the beginning of the season you said 12-0, and now you flipping your tongue.
Who is this?
That's
Zion. Your daddy.
Who's this?
That's
Zion.
That's Zion talking to you.
Oh, that's Zion. I'll go, Zion. You all right? Boy, I'm telling you, boy. Hey,
Zion. You're not like messing with you.
Hey, Zion, who's in charge over there? Robbing you?
How many times
you been asked that today? And you still trying to explain to people that you ain't in charge over there.
I don't explain though. I just let them have it.
See, there you go again. It just sounds like you in charge over there, don't it?
It sound like you in charge.
Tell them who the boss is, Rob.
Man, you know who the boss is, man. It's Rob the Man Media, baby.
All right,
about?
Hey, old school, where your wire at? I know you're on the wire.
Oh man. Wow.
Hey, they got some questions in the chat.
Let's talk football,
man. Special teams for sure. I don't know about the coordinators, maybe some position coaches though.
Special teams, you can go ahead and get him up out of there. He ain't gonna have that position next year. I'm gonna tell you that one right now.
Yeah, I don't know about the coordinators, but I can see some position coaches not there next year.
Yeah, position coaches gonna change for sure. Old school, how you feel, man? You think they should make some changes on that?
Matter of fact, yeah, they should make more changes. He should make more changes with the coaching situation than it is with the player situation. The player situation can work itself out. Coaching situation can never work itself out because they have their pet peeves like that. They got their favorites. Coaches do stuff like that, so you have to another player that's under that's down on the totem pole gonna have to work his way up. But it's kind of like they say, work your way up if you get your game time action. If you ain't getting up but a minute or two, I mean, or player or two, boy, I'm telling you, God to do that unless you go pick up wings and fly.
Nah, but Rob, I honestly wouldn't change the coaches to after the second year to see.
No,
because this is a good foundation to start from, but they did not really get the type overall roster that they wanted. So I wouldn't change the coaches until the second year of recruitment. Then I would make a good analyzation of it after that. Until then, I wouldn't do that because that would be idiotic at this point. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
That
say
makes
this.
that makes. I agree with you, Jimmy. I agree with you, Jimmy. With that. Now that I mentioned that you mentioned it like that, I agree with that because then it'd be futile. Because really, to be honest with you, we was hoping that what's the name, that coach, the offensive coordinator, he'll stick around for a long time. Now everybody seems like to a certain extent. It's better to run him up out of town or something to get somebody else to do that. But you got to give him the chance. I realize you're right. And then a year ain't really a chance. So, like you said, 2 years. I agree with that issue right there.
Yeah, 2 years then change because think about it. This was 5 to 6 year recruitment only. This wasn't like recruiting somebody from November, December time frame. This was actually last minute, come here because I'm here and we're here type recruiting. This was not like showing a winnable season to actually motivate any players to actually want to come there. This
Right.
was this was just on the strength of the gold jacket and the overall perception of Prime. So I think with the second year, we would definitely have a better bond of stable of players that we actually want and deserve.
Right. I agree.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, Jonas.
Um, what y'all
Jonas,
talking?
Jonas, the chat been want to hear from you, man.
What y'all talking about?
The question is, do you
Talking
think
about the coaches changing.
do you
Yeah.
think they'll make a coaching change?
Yeah, y'all talking. I don't know, bro. I just feel like special teams coordinator got to go because he having the same problems he had at Jackson, bro.
I agree
I
with
don't think I don't think he was the head coach. He was special teams.
He
Uh,
wasn't.
he
He
wasn't.
he was a
He was the
receivers
assistant
coach,
though.
wasn't he? Yeah.
He was assistant on the
He
special
was
team.
assistant at JSU, bro.
But I'm
Yeah.
just looking at how the special teams play compared to other teams. Like I don't like how it look, bro. Like
It's not
No,
good.
I
I
don't
agree.
like how it look at all.
Y'all also got to understand every unit is made up of players that just got there 4 months ago. So I
yep.
know what y'all think. I know how y'all want it to look as fans. Y'all want it to look like how Prime say we need to dominate, but you not dominating nobody that when you just got put together like 4 months ago. Like a lot of the people just
Thank you.
Bro,
4 months
special teams ain't no scheme,
you
bro.
can win
Ain't no
games on
scheme. It ain't
talent.
no schemes in special teams, partner.
All you
You
doing
can
is
win
kicking the
games
ball.
on talent in college, but when you get to the teams that have the same amount of talent as you, now you got to start looking at the other intangibles, coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like Caleb Williams and them been together for 3-4 years, like, and they got more talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's gonna take some time for everything to gel. I think the offensive coordinator doing a great job considering they have no offensive line. You gotta be kidding me. They out there
Eh,
averaging what's you averaging 30-something points a game?
yeah, but it's not that they don't have a offensive line. I think some players just prefer to play a position, but they need to be in a different position. Because you can tell they can block. You can tell they can block, but they
You
may
said the
be
offensive
playing
line could
out of
block.
position. Yeah, you can tell that they can
What
block.
game? What game you been watching? Because
Bro, I've
I've
been
been
watching
saying that.
all the games.
Listen,
Wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait, wait, wait.
mind.
No. Wait. Because I definitely don't want him to get sidetracked. What did I just state, my brother? For real, for real. I stated some of the offensive line, even though they may want to play a certain position, may need to be at a different position because you will get the true potential from them.
Does
I
30
I
sacks
I,
in six
I
games
even
is not
stated
good.
that.
I don't ain't nobody out of position. I said this last night when I came on. Like
Okay.
CU's offensive line is horrible, but they do have a good offensive lineman, and Savion Washington's not playing. That's SCU's best offensive lineman. He's only given up like 3.
Washington not playing, Brown not playing, and there's like two
Brown has
others
been
that
playing.
Rob pointed out
Yeah,
that are not playing. So
Brown
okay.
has been playing all year. So we talking about just guys based off of what we've seen play for CU. We know Brown's not playing, but Davion Washington's an NFL offensive lineman. Like, he's graded out that way. So like, I'm looking at him like, and everybody else is laying people, and
That's
like,
what I'm
it
saying.
is insane. Like, I don't, you have to, like, so what I do is I evaluate talent and all that stuff. So what I do is I go clip by clip of each player that I need to look at. So I don't
Okay,
already went
RJ.
clip by clip, and I looked at that line, bro. Some of them dudes
Okay.
Olay in the box.
Listen, I feel like this here as an offensive lineman, I don't care. I don't care if they get beat. I don't care if they get beat every play. But
not giving effort.
But listen, letting somebody run past you and not getting their hands on them is unacceptable.
Okay,
If
but
somebody better than you,
and I'm
if
glad
getting
you
beat,
pointed that
get
out,
beat,
Jay.
bro. If you getting beat, you getting beat. If somebody better,
Wait,
but you
Jay.
better even touch them.
I'm glad you and RJ pointed that out. Now I'm about to ask y'all $1 million question. What plays are they really getting beat on? Honestly, other than for the Kansas the Colorado State game, because number 8 was a beast. He was a monster. I'll give him that. But other than for playing Colorado State, what plays are they normally getting beat on?
Run play,
Everyone.
pass play. Yeah, you just don't see the ones on
No. They're
run
getting beat
play.
on when they bring the house. Those are the plays they're getting beat on.
Them one-on-ones be crazy. I'm telling y'all,
Bro,
one-on-ones.
they got beat on
No,
3-on-5 before, bro.
Yeah, they
no,
give up.
those are the plays they're getting beat on. They're
It,
getting beat on when they bring the house.
No, it's 3-on-5. It's 3 defensive
it's
linemen against 5 of them, and they still get the sack.
absolutely it's big on big a lot of times, and they get beat. That big tackle, I don't know why Christian Litdenham's still out there. He need to go inside. That's the only thing. That's the only movement that I
They
would.
got beat. They got beat 3-on-5 at least 3 times this year.
It happens every game, and
3 times over how many plays that
Listen,
over
that
how
should
many
never
snaps that
happen
they
when it's
didn't play.
3-on-5. If it's 5 of us and 3 on y'all, we gonna beat the fuck out y'all.
No,
It should
but
never
they're
happen.
blitzing with the linebackers, my
No,
dude. They're blitzing.
I'm talking about this 3-on-5. They got beat a number of times this year, bro. 3-on-5, not blitzing the linebacker. I'm talking about 3-on-5. They got beat.
Most
It
of the
happened
plays that
more
y'all
than it
talking
happened more
about,
than one time.
honestly, most of the plays y'all talking about is when they're blitzing the extra 2 linebackers, and one when they're blitzing the other safeties. So they are getting blitzed. They're bringing the house. Why? Because the offense is not keeping them honest. That's why they're bringing the house. That's why they're even able to bring the house. I understand what y'all saying, and that's the main reason why I said before even the season begun, I said that certain linemen need to be switched over. So they didn't do that. Okay, now look at the plays they're getting beat on. They're getting beat on the ones where they're bringing damn near the house.
And they
If
getting
No,
they're
beat on
left
not,
all type of plays, man. They getting beat on bull rushers. They getting beat on
they
Gemini,
get
football.
left
They getting
I'm
whooped.
talking.
They getting whooped.
Whereas just like you
left
said,
tackle
big on
and
big.
both guard positions is getting beat, bro.
They get
Just
straight
big on
bull
big,
rush.
and they still getting beat. So I'm talking. I know when they get beat when they get blitzed, but I'm talking about regular plays where there's no pressure. They still getting beat.
That's understandable because they not good. But I'm talking about you as an offensive lineman should never let a defensive lineman run past you without touching him. Ever.
Hold them or something.
Ever.
I'll
if
say
you
this.
talking about the last game, 87 wasn't bumping.
I'll say this. When they start to do more zone runs, the offensive line they look like okay. All right, they don't look suspect. We go into pass protection was not their strength.
Hmm
That's when you see them at their worst. But when we decide that we want to come out and we're gonna run the ball and we run our zone runs, those be our best drives because they need to fire off the ball to gain confidence for them to block and pass blocking. If we just set up and pass, it just hasn't been successful. So that's why I keep saying over and over and over again, man, we need to just go run zone scheme, and let Shador play play action out of it. Let him, roll out on the backside out of that, and we'll have more success because that's what's working right now. But I can tell you this: the person that's putting his own run in, that's Pat Shermer. Pat Shermer is telling them, "Hey man, this is what y'all need to do. Y'all need to do this." His play calling is working, and they go right back to, to Sean Lewis. So there you have it.
Yeah, so I mean that's literally what I'm pointing out.
But hey,
And
see, I see everybody frustration right with Tank, right? But when we go to the zone run, Tank don't look that bad. He's actually getting off the ball. It's when you're asking him to be on the island 1-on-1 with a DN, that's when he's having trouble. And 65, he's more of a run blocker than pass blocker. That's why it's
yes,
like we gotta run the ball and put them in the best situation to be successful. We're not putting our players in the best situation, and that's why our offensive line looks terrible and terrible, terrible every week because we're not giving them opportunities to be successful, and that's what we got to clean up. And that's why Coach Prime is so frustrated because we understand what we got, we know the deficiencies of what we got, but we ain't playing to their strength, we're playing to their weakness, and we got to clean that up.
yeah, because if you honestly look at the first 2 weeks, the offensive line actually played better. They actually did. If you look at them as a unit,
DJ Gemini,
compa-
30 sacks in 6 games is not good, bro.
But if it,
31, 31.
no, it's 30.
Oh, okay. I'm
It's
sorry.
30.
Yeah.
It's for me though. If they decide they want to go out and run the ball, they'll eliminate a lot of those sacks, man. They just
that's what I'm saying. They did that in the first 2 games, Rob. We ran more in the first 2 games than we have in the last
He
couple
got,
of games.
he got sacked 30. He got sacked 7 times in TCU game. Nebraska did. He got sacked like 8 or 9 times.
And Nebraska did what? The bulk of the game. Nebraska did what? Please point that out. Nebraska did what? The bulk
I'm
of the game.
talking about. I'm talking about the offensive line. He was still getting hit.
No,
What
no,
game
no,
are
no,
you?
no. What did Nebraska do the bulk of the game, sir? I only asked one question only. Please don't deflect.
Oh my gosh, bro.
they actually they're actually
No,
been better these last couple of weeks though. Outside of Saturday they went back, but the USC game they only gave up 3
3 sacks.
sacks. The Nebraska was just fumbling the ball over the place, and
no. I'm saying, what did their defense normally do the whole game, Rob? What did their defense do?
they defense plays zone. They only rush 3 people.
The defense is getting after Shador, bro.
So there wasn't linebackers in the backfield
It was
in the
everybody in the
Nebraska
back.
game?
It was
No,
everybody in
in
the
the
back.
Nebraska game.
They
Damn near the
they was
whole
they
game,
was they
they
was
bought
blitzing.
the house.
They
Damn
was
near the whole
blitzing.
game, they bought the house. That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is on plays when they don't blitz, they still getting the same amount of pressure, and that's not cool. Like if I can get the same, but what Nebraska they was doing it for a reason. Like
Nebraska was, and that's what I was trying to point out. They was bringing mainly the house the whole game,
but
and
I
that was even what the defensive coordinator pointed out. I'm bringing the house on.
we already can collapse you without a blitz, so now we're gonna bring a blitz and make it worse. But I evaluate play. I've seen plays where they don't blitz and get just about the same amount of pressure. The
They get the same
offensive
amount of
line,
pressure when they don't blitz.
I'm
So we
not
yeah.
don't.
saying it wasn't pressure, my dude. I'm saying the bulk of the sacks came off of what?
So you okay? Ask me this. So you think 30 sacks in 6 games is that's healthy for your QB?
Those sacks are
Yes or
coming
no?
off of
30,
bringing the house. And
no,
that's
they're
So
the
not.
part you keep looking over, my
No, they're
dude.
not, man. No,
so
they're not.
so
I'm done
so
talking to
every
you.
sack.
Oh my God.
So
The bulk of those sacks isn't bringing the house. The bulk of those sacks, the bulk of those 30 sacks is not from bringing the house. Is that what you're saying?
Not all 30 sacks are from bringing the house.
I
Some
said
of
the bulk of them, Rob. I said the bulk of them. At
No,
least
I wouldn't even agree on that just because there's a lot of times where they just got hung with 3 or 4 people. They didn't bring 5 or 6 people. Now he does have sacks with, people blitzing, yes, but majority of the sacks we've been getting beat right up the middle, and it's hard to do anything when you're getting pressure right up in the middle of your face. So
23 of those sacks are from bringing the house, though, Rob.
they're not bringing a house. Bringing a house is that means you in cover zero, and we're there. Every team is manned up against us. That's bringing a house. Teams are not doing that. So are you referencing that they have more like 5 or 6 people that they're coming with, but bringing a house that means you're
I'm talking
literally
about 5 to 6 people, Rob.
No, they damn near bringing 3 people, bro, and they getting through with 3 people, 3 on 5, bro, and they getting to Shador with 3 people, three people, bro.
I'll say this: some of Shador sacks is him running out of bound, and it's a negative play, so they're getting credited for a sack. That's not really a sack.
Right.
Some of it is pressure up the middle into Shador's face. He can't even he don't even have an opportunity. And then one game, our left tackle, he gave entire game, and he had 8 sacks against us, and he had 6 out of the 8 sacks was against the left tackle. So that he was just
That's
getting
the
beat one on
Colorado
one.
State game.
Yeah, he was just getting
That's
beat
the
one on
Colorado
one.
State game. Yeah, that and number 8 was a monster.
They was beating him. He was getting beat like a drum over there. But hey,
Yeah, that Colorado State game, he was number 8 was giving Tank the business the whole night, and that's one
yeah.
man, one man.
Yeah,
The
I
whole
pointed
night.
that out though. I
Yeah.
didn't deflect from that. I didn't deflect from that. I actually pointed that out. I say other than for the Colorado State game, the bulk of those sacks came from what? Bringing the linebackers.
No, if they
That's not
bring in
true.
the house, bro, somebody gonna be open, bro. Somebody's gonna be open if they bring in the house. If they blitzing on all them sacks, bro, you know how much touchdowns CU would have, bro? I would say 10 of those sacks is on Shador for holding the ball and running out of bounds. The,
I,
That
I,
part I say.
the next
it's
20 is on the line, bro.
oh man. To your point, I would say
Hmm.
this: they're not even putting in the right running backs for protection. That's what the real problem is. So it goes back to what Coach Prime says. We can't even get the personnel right for us to be successful. If you know it's 3rd and long and you gonna put in a max protection, then don't put Dylan Edwards in the game. That's where you put
Actually,
it.
we wasn't even having running backs in there to help with blocking.
Yeah,
It's
y'all
been
do. It just don't look like it.
yeah, they've been getting ran over, ran past, like they ain't even out there.
They got Dylan Edwards out there on run pass blocking, man.
And that should be Wilt.
That should be Wilkinson or Alto.
Yes. I say Wilt.
I don't know why they won't put Alto in the game. That's a whole conversation for something else.
Well, we gonna find out if Coach Prime true to his word because he said he's supposed to play this weekend. So we gonna find out.
He probably got through to Coach Flea like, yo, play the boy now, bro. I'm tired of seeing this. Like,
I'll tell you this: if you keep asking Coach Prime the same question over and over and over again, he eventually gonna put that kid out there and he gonna show you why. Like what they did with Cormani, they doing the same thing with Arto right now. So we gonna find out. I always say this: we
Also
need to get
better
our
play,
personnel right.
man.
Yeah,
he gotta play, bro. Like, Dylan is still a freshman. I don't care who been here in January, bro. He's still a true freshman, bro.
hey, Law Dog, come up, man. Old school been waiting on you, dog. Law Dog, come up. Old school been waiting on you. Old school.
Yeah.
Hey, Law Dog is in the building. I'm dropping a link for him to come up right now, but he in the building.
I I see what y'all talking about, but I I get it. But that's the main reason why I said some of the offensive linemen need to be switched from the position that they're at. I understand what Jay is pointing out. I do. I understand what RJ is pointing out. I do see what y'all talking about. I'm not going against what y'all talking about fully. I'm saying that what I have seen within those games, yes, holding the ball, but I I can't see why the pass interference are not being called with the wide receivers being held. I get what y'all saying though. I
Because they
do.
let him play.
Hey, Law Dog, old school was looking for you earlier, so yeah,
What's up, Rob?
man, chill out, Law Dog.
Let me tell you something, Rob. What's cool? What's the word? What's going on, but hey, look here, I was just asking about you, man. You know I'm always concerned about you. You know,
Man,
hey,
I've been looking for you the last 2 days, man. I'm finna catch a flight.
man, look, I'm trying to get that man money, man. I'm trying to get this man his money so I get this nigga off my back, man. Hey, I ain't finna ask you for no money. Got you to help me out. I just been looking for you. I've been look here. Wait. See, there y'all go. There all that goddamn confusing. Somebody talking. Look, no, I just been looking for you about dog. I've just been asking about you. I've been wondering about you. You know, you've been on my mind lately. I hope everything is good with you. I'm sorry about that loss out there in Miami. I know things don't turn out like you want them to be, but you got to still have faith. You understand me? That's why Coach Prime be telling us to have faith. We know how to have faith. You know how to have you know how to have faith, Lotto?
Hey, Coach, I'm a Miami fan, man. All I do is not have faith.
Boy, I'm telling you, boy.
That's all I can do, man. You know what I'm saying? But nah, old school, I appreciate that, man. Nah,
Yeah.
real rap,
Yeah.
bro. Real
No,
rap.
dude. I was wondering what you're going out there. I know you out and about. You know, you about at your business. You know, some people just can't stay still. I'm like that too. I got to have my hands in a couple of things, but not in a lot of things. Just
Yeah, I've been running around paper chasing the last couple of days, man. But I had to really take a break, man. Miami, man, did me bad.
Yeah.
They did me bad, man.
Yeah.
But
No,
hey,
no.
look, I say this though.
Yeah.
I'm still riding with Miami this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
What I
what you, you think, you think after I get Coach Hayes out the way, I'll be able to stick in a couple of pennies and get you on that Florida State and Miami game? Because I'm looking for all the suckers I know out there in Miami.
Well, well, call me Lollipop because you got your sucker. Because I'm
All right,
riding
well,
with Miami.
let me get him up. Let me get him up out the way.
You a sucker.
I
He
have
call
him
you a sucker.
about the way Wednesday, and I'll
I
get
ain't
back to
tripping.
you.
I'm a real fan of my squad, bro. I'm riding with them. I tried to buy everybody last week on that game. Nobody wanted it. Scary money don't make no money. So I'm I still can walk around with my chest out because everybody was scared of it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we lost, but I ain't lose no money. So it's all good.
So you comfortable with that Florida State situation, then, huh?
Yeah, I'm already locked in on the bet. I already got a $50 bet on Miami UNC this weekend. I still got Miami. Still.
I'm talking about Florida State. I just said UNC. I'm
No,
talking
I'm
about.
saying, yeah, whatever you want to do on that, we can do it.
I'm not talking making you look forward to. I'm just saying that's gonna be a for sure ass whooping. I'm sorry, excuse my language. I'm sorry, that's gonna be a butt whooping.
Hey,
Yeah. All right,
okay,
Rob. I'm sorry,
we
bro.
gonna see.
I know how it is. I gotta slow down. I know
We,
it.
we gonna
It
see.
ain't the drink. It ain't the drinking, Rob. It's just that I think fast, and I know I'm talking to
Hey,
grown men.
Law.
Gotta be careful.
What's
Hey,
up,
Law.
Ty?
Hey,
Yeah.
answer me this one question, bro. Because DJ Gemini 504 said that majority of CU sacks is what you said again is pressure from them bringing the house.
Yeah.
Hell nah, man. You know, man, bro. For the most part, bro, you can rush 3 or 4 and still get there against that
You heard that,
CU line.
Gemini?
You can rush three or
I
four.
am. I
Yeah,
am.
you
I'm.
can run
I'm here.
you can run your base. You can run your base alignment and get them. I mean, they bringing pressure on them all them third and long situations because they see you in third and long a lot. But
But
first
majority
down,
of the
second,
time it's three linemen, right?
yeah, first and second down, bro. It's basic defense, bro. You ain't got to do much. Have you seen the O line?
It
What
it
you got to
just
bring
looked
pressure?
like it's blitzing because it's that bad.
Pause.
Nah, yeah, because
That
they getting
bad.
back there. They getting everything is in Shadur's lap. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, bro, he's bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shadur is really showing me he's even better than what I thought he was. I mean, I knew he was good, bro.
When you engage as a linebacker, that's considered pressure. Y'all are not even looking at that the linebackers are
But
engaging.
yeah,
But I
but I know
mean,
you
I
you
get
probably
it.
talking about as far as what the running backs is doing, bro. I mean, yeah, the running backs. But I say
No,
those
no,
are
I'm
the.
not talking about the running back. I'm talking about how the linebackers are engaging the line, but they're not trying to. How can I say that? They're engaging, but they're not disengaging, so that it does equate to pressure because that's 5 to 6. But y'all are saying they're not even engaging, and that's the part where I disagree. Because if I bring up the tape and actually show y'all, y'all will really say, "Oh, well, dang, he did engage."
I
I
mean,
watch the
But
tape, bro.
but y'all,
I evaluate. I do that for a living. Like
uh
no
huh.
cap. I understand what you're saying. You saying they send blitzes a lot, and absolutely, why wouldn't you? But what we telling you is you don't even have to, because even on their base plays, they still get pressure. Like on the first play of the game against ASU,
Hmm.
that was a full front.
Yeah, that was
Boy
a
gave
full
up a
front.
sack on one play. Like you don't have to send pressure. Like bro said, it'd be certain situations and downs and distances where you send pressure. What that does is it puts even more pressure on Shador. So there is some instances where they do get blitzed and they get home, but it's not every sack that's given up is because of a blitz. Like
No,
I'm
no.
watched Reggie
I.
Young, Olay a dude last week, and just
Hmm.
he might as well went and sat on the bench at that point. I don't know why they let Bro get back in the game for real after that. That was crazy. He
bro.
he
He
he.
don't,
They said Hut that he stood up and went the other way. What in the world?
bro. He always so bad. He missed the inside and outside dude.
That's what I'm
Yeah, he
now
saying.
did.
He might as well
on
went
that
and walk
play
to the
on that
bench.
play y'all talking about, that the extra guy is always the quarterback's man, because how you do it is it's inside out. You protect the inside out, and then the outside guy is basically like he got the longest route to the quarterback.
Yeah,
So
but he all
uh,
laid on the inside person.
I know, but the dude walked up and he dropped back. So technically, once they walk up to the line of scrimmage, they still got to be accounted for. See what I'm saying? So as a lineman, you always taught not to get beat inside. So he has to account for that dude, even if he dropped. You see what I'm saying? Because that outside man, that's Shador's man, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because you only can block 5. So if you account, if the guard, I mean, if they communicate and say, "Hey, we accounting for this 5," Shadur know he got that outside man. That's why you either got to get the ball out quick or get it to your hot read. That's just a part of the game.
Hold on, right quick. Hey,
And
Rob,
that
you
part I
hold on.
definitely agree with.
Hold on, Rob. You should do once a week a film a previous game. That would be cool.
We
Yeah,
tried that.
We tried that, but they keep shutting down the stream every time I do it.
got flagged. You got your answer now, DJ Gemini 504?
I mean that's still going off of what I said in the
No, the
beginning.
guy you talking to, he played college ball as a lineman. D1 as a lineman. So he's telling
No,
you what's wrong.
Zion, you're saying it. We first of all, I started the opening statement even when Rob brought it up. I said that I feel some of the linemen need to be switched from the positions. Okay, then
As
you
far as
went
what you mean,
against.
hey
Wait,
DJ,
wait.
what you mean by that statement? Because I wasn't in here for that. Like what lineman? Like tell me what you're talking about. Because I kind of agree.
Um, I I was talking about the 65 and some of the I, I don't have their names. I know them more by numbers.
All right,
And
$65
yeah,
Jack
we know the
Bailey.
numbers. Just go ahead and tell me what you're saying though.
Here,
I'm
I'll give you the lineman.
I'm saying
I'll give
some
you
of
the
the
lineman.
ones that are tackles have better lateral movements at guard than they actually have at tackle.
So you
Right.
want a 6'10 guard?
Huh?
You want a 6'10 guard?
Do I want to play 10 guys?
No,
I
he
said,
asked you, do you want a 6'5", 16 guard? But do you want to move Tank to guard? Is what he's referring to. But I think he's more
I
ref.
I I technically would if
I agree
and
with you.
Yeah, you
and
got
I
to.
I I
He's
think he could perform a lot better.
Yeah, me
I
too.
actually think he will perform a lot better. Just that he
You
came
the
with the
first person to.
coach.
but Law
I said
Dog,
I'm
would his
just
pad
saying.
level be too high though playing guard?
No, bro. No. It's really, bro. See, okay. Let me tell you the difference between guard. A tackle is really like a corner, bro. You really on the island, bro.
Yeah.
Yup.
What you got to understand is you're basically you're going against a receiver pretty much at D line, bro. These DNs
Yep.
is probably what 6'4", 245, 250, running 4.4s, running 4.5. So you got to be able to play through your feet and have good bend. You know what I'm saying? If you really don't got that, it's a mismatch. You see what I'm saying? So to me, what I would do is I would move Reggie Young back to his natural position at left tackle, move Tank the guard, keep Van Wells in, and I will rotate Jack Bailey,
And
uh,
BB.
BB, and Bilty, and if Savion was healthy, and then I would rotate at that guard position to find me a guy. I feel like they give you the best chances O line because you
So who's
haven't
your right
seen,
tackle?
huh?
Who's your right tackle?
I'm saying if Savion was healthy, I'm just saying if everything was everything,
Okay,
I
okay,
would
okay.
I would go Savion over there, or you could even put Savion at left and put Reggie at right, but I know Reggie played left at Liberty, so I'd rather put
Yes.
him back over there. So to me, that creates a more of a balanced O line because now if your right guard is not playing well, you put another fresher guy in and you try to get some cohesion throughout the even if you can move Van Wells off the ball and put him at guard, I feel like you may get some more, you know what I'm saying? You may get some more a little bit more of dog, you know what I'm saying? Because the center, as long as he's snapping the ball and making the correct read, he gonna have help pretty much for the most part.
Yes.
He really not gonna be on the island that much, and that's just what I would do. But as far as how I've seen CU handle they rotations, as far as what they do at the running back and some of the other positions, I doubt it'll happen. But to me, that's something they probably should have established earlier in the
Early.
early in the summer. Because even when they was doing like the little one-on-ones in the summer without the pad, I'm like, oh, I look weak as hell. You know what I'm saying? And that was just my opinion. But
But
they don't got the, yeah.
I pointed that out when they was doing that. That was when I kind of met Rob, and that's when I pointed that out. And everybody, just like they called Rob crazy, they was calling me delusional.
Yeah. And then the other thing, they keep talking about a 6'10" guard, bro. It's not going to affect the quarterback vision. He has to adjust when you got a 6'10" tackle. It doesn't matter. He's still going to have to find the throwing lanes. If he got a 6'10" tackle in there and he's able to stand back there and actually go through his reads, trust me, he's going to be able to find what he needs to find. Y'all trying to put something at a height. It's 6'6", 6'8" tackles in the league. Now, it's not ideal because most of those guys are able to play on islands. But there are huge guys that play.
I just ain't seen that. I just ain't never seen a 6'10" guard though.
I mean, he's 6'7", but I mean,
Six seven.
I dig the premise that you're trying to make.
Who's 6'7", DJ Gemini?
So what?
The guard is 6'7". He's
What
not
guard is
6'10".
6'7"?
No, I didn't
69.
say. I know. I'm saying there's 6'7". There's bigger guards. There's bigger guards in size because like I say, the tackle is all about feet movement. But if you're pretty much a guy that can get out like Tank, he could bend pretty well. He like I say, he got a shot if he can play guard because he's inside. He has help. He's going to be able to play better in there and create leverage in the run game. Like
And he has power.
I don't know about that.
He has power to push. He does.
Hey, Law Dog, would you flip flop Reggie Young and Tank like left to right?
no, I don't, because they already established that Tank is the best left tackle. If Tank is your best left tackle throughout 6 games of the season, they established this is the best they can get. You see what I'm saying?
No,
So I wouldn't.
I'm just asking you a question. I don't care about what
Oh
they
no,
think.
well no, I'm saying no. I wouldn't flip them like that. I would move Tank inside and I bring Reggie Young in at left because I'm like he can at least give me what Tank giving me. But if I can get stronger right here in the guards position, then I got a different type of game I can run.
All right, y'all. I'm about to end this because I got 2 shows tonight. I'll be on in about 2.5 hours with David Talk Bubs doing my weekly show with him, and then I'll be back on for my regular live that I do in the evening time now. So I'll talk to y'all later. This is Rob the Man Media, baby. Back with another one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.